Hello, YouTubers. This is Mike from Mike's Metal Detecting. Thanks for tuning in to MA Lyman 24. Just bear with us for a moment. We're going to get all set up. Hope you all like my new intro. Hey, YouTubers. This is Mike from Mike's Metal Detecting. Thanks for tuning in to MA Lyman 24. Be right with you guys. Alright, let me get to my channel. Let me pull up the live chat. Set up a couple of moderators real quick. Hope everyone had a good day. I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. Hey Jacob, what's going on, man? How you doing tonight? Hey Nathan, what's happening? Hope everyone had a good day. I turn my speaker down. And Kurt, I forgot to tell you, bud, when you call in, make sure you have your speaker down on whatever you're watching the chat on. Oh, Paul, I missed you there. Holy cow, it's going too fast. Paul, are you set up yet or no? Oh yeah, Paul, you should already be set up there. Hey, DK, are you here yet? Get these guys set up real quick. Stay tuned tonight though, because I'm going to be having a couple of giveaways I'm going to have Kurt help me with. And Liz, Digging Canuck, sorry I didn't get a chance to mail that out this week, but I got it all set right here. I got your package, Liz, and Cheryl Bossman, I got yours, and we'll go to the post office in the morning and get those out to you. So, no, Kurt's not here yet. I mean, he might be on live chat, I don't know. Hey, Jim, what's going on, Uncle Bill? I'm looking for DK. He's over on Central Time, so it might take a little bit. Johnny, all right, Johnny U Adventures is here tonight. Awesome. Like I said, stick around. We'll be having a couple of giveaways. I'm going to have Kirk help me with that. I don't see DK yet. But we can get started anyways. I just wanted to thank Tony for calling in last time with us. I think it was Wednesday night. And unfortunately, after 45 minutes, I lost the signal. But it was weird. I think it was YouTube because we were able to keep the chat window open for an hour and a half. And he was able to still answer questions and everything. Well, let's see what we got here. Hey, Kirk's already calling. All right, we'll just jump right in here. Hey, Kurt, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you very much, sir. Are you sitting in front of the chat window too, so you can see it, or?
I am. I have the video full size. It should probably shrink that, huh?
Yeah, the video is probably going to throw you off. It might be a delay there, especially with our conversation. And if you have your sound up, it might interfere too. I just tell people to just keep an eye on the chat window. That way it doesn't interfere with your conversation. But hey, I really appreciate you taking your time and calling tonight. You've been a big supporter of mine. I appreciate that. You really get back to me when I have questions, and you comment, and you get back to my comments. And I hope I'm not bothering you with too many pictures of my emails that I sent you of the stuff I find.
Not at all. Not at all. I get bombarded all the time.
I can imagine. So did you have a good day today?
I had a busy day today. Didn't get as much accomplished as I'd like to, but I mean, it's part of the course, you know, your little kids.
Oh, yeah. You get them all in bed already?
Yeah, I put them down.
Nice. I got my daughter. She wasn't quite ready, but I let her rent a movie, so she's in there watching it now. Probably when I get done with this show, go in there, she'll be sleeping.
So, a lot of familiar names popping up in the chat. Hello to everyone. Hope y'all having a good week. Finally getting some rain in my neck of the woods. Thank God.
Yes.
Here. Dry.
Yeah, we were dry for a couple months, and we got hit for a couple of days anyways, but we still need more.
Oh, yeah.
So, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you, Kurt?
I am 35.
35. And what age were you when you first started metal detecting?
Let's see. I want to say like 11 or 12. My best friend in my neighborhood, him and his father got metal detectors, and I would actually go out and watch them dig up stuff. And that whole summer, I just cut lawns and did whatever I could to scrape up money, and bought my first metal detector in, I don't know, 1993, 1994.
Wow, holy cow. So you've been at it a while.
Yeah, I wish I'd been at it the whole time, but as kids, we did it for a handful of years. Then you turn, 15, 16 years old, and you get a job, and because of that job, you got to pay for, car insurance, and you get a car, and you get a girlfriend, and I just got back into it maybe 6, 7 years ago.
Oh wow, that's it, huh? Now,
Yeah.
when you first started back up again, were you going out by yourself, or did you already have the crew together? And
Oh no, I was out free balling it by myself. I didn't meet the guys until I joined our treasure club or our metal detecting club. That's where I met all the guys except for Bobby.
okay,
Bobby was a fan. Bobby Buttons, Redneck Bob. He was some random message on Facebook trying to get a foo bottle, and he just happened to live like 10 minutes from me, so I met up with him, and he never stopped talking until never. If he's still talking right now, I'm sure he's talking.
that's awesome. That's great.
He's
That's how I
awesome. I love
started.
that guy.
What's that?
I love that guy.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Who do not?
He's one of the best out there. I mean, with you guys, he's just really down to earth. I love his humor, and you guys seem to hit it off so well. It's awesome.
Yeah, he's the glue.
Oh yeah,
Exactly what we needed.
awesome. Yeah, I wish we could see Leo a little bit more with you guys.
Yeah, he's a busy dude. He has a wife and a kid, and he's currently in school, and he has a full-time job as well. So his schooling takes away a lot from his digging time, and when you're not doing school and work, you have to have some family time.
Oh yeah, yep. Yeah, I just started about a year and a half ago myself. Now, when you got back into it, did you have your old machine, or did you end up just buying a new one?
I had a machine that I bought brand new when I was a kid. It was a white XLT. I still have it. I dusted that off. I actually came across it in my basement, dusted it off, and was like, you know what? I need to do this again. And I metal detected my yard. I didn't find anything great. Some wheat pennies. I found one of the railroad coins. It had Our Father on it.
Oh wow. Yep.
No silver, but it was enough to hook me again.
Nice. Oh, we're very happy it did. Now, how long after that did you finally join the club and meet the guys?
Well, in our area, you need a permit to hunt the public areas.
Uh-huh.
In order to get that permit, you need to have signed paper, a stamp from one of the metal detecting clubs in the area. So I looked up the club that my buddy was in when we were kids, which is the Maryland Free State Treasure Club, and I saw that they were still going on and they were local, so I went up there and joined the club and got my stamps and my permits and all that good stuff, and off I went.
Awesome. Now,
Yeah.
even on private land, do you need a permit, or?
No, just certain public areas,
Right.
private land. It's all knock on the door and ask for permission.
Mm-hmm. Now, I have to ask you, how do you guys get those permissions, or so many of them, or does each one of you find their own, or is it one guy finding them all, or?
I wish we all got permissions. There's every once in a while, Bobby will be out and he'll knock on the door, like when we're at work and he's running errands. Most of our permissions is just us driving around and knocking on doors.
Now, do you guys have some open standing areas that you can constantly go back to too, or?
We have private permissions that we're welcome back anytime, and we have some public areas that we still love to go to these days because they were picnic groves and hangouts for a long, long time, and we always seem to find something. So whenever we strike out door knocking, we just need to dig a hole. So we go to these public areas and see what we can get.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, it seems like you guys are always finding at least some kind of permission somewhere. But those cornfields or hay fields, whatever the fields you guys hit, you always seem to find good stuff. Is it just that it's never been hunted before, or?
That's the funny thing about YouTube. I mean, nobody, or I shouldn't say nobody, but we don't post. I don't videotape when we don't find stuff. You know, I mean, there's been plenty of days where we go out door knocking, and I've literally driven around in my car for 8, 9, 10 hours knocking on doors and never dug one single hole.
I've
And
been
those are
there.
the days that nobody knows about because I'm not going to pull out my camera. I'm trying to get a permission. I'm trying to find something good. I'm trying. There's no time wasted and pulling out the camera for nothing.
Oh yeah, I've been there. A lot of Fridays I have off, so I end up going door knocking. But a lot of times no one's home, or they got to ask somebody else, and you spend the whole day doing that and not even swinging at all.
Yeah.
But well, I do appreciate you calling on. I'm going to do a quick giveaway real quick with you, if you don't mind. I want to give away this Lincoln Weedy copper round. It's the size of a dollar coin. And what I'm going to do is, how can I do this? I think I'll have you pick a number. Like, I'm going to have you pick a number, like from 1 to 1,000.
Okay.
And when you're ready and you have it in your head, go ahead and give it to me.
Oh, I got it.
Okay, go ahead and give it to me.
You got it muted?
Oh, yeah, I guess I could do that. Hold on, I'll take you off speakerphone. Are you there? Okay, what's the number? 1 to 1,000. You want that number? Okay, hold on 1 second. Look at, I got people guessing already. All right, I'm gonna put you back on speakerphone here. All righty, this is how this is gonna work. If you want to win this, the first person to type in the number 26 is gonna win this coin. Let's see who it's gonna be. Let's see how long this takes. How long of a delay? Oh, there it is, Bill Duck. All right, Bill Duck. Go ahead and send me your information. Go ahead and private message me your information, and I'll send this out to you. Alrighty. Hopefully you're in the United States and it won't cost me too much. And I got one more to give away later, but we'll do that in a little bit. So I appreciate you doing your shout out video today. It looks like we got like 86 people on watching us right now. This is probably 87. I think I've only hit like 18 or 20 something before. This is awesome. I'm glad a lot of your people were able to come on board tonight and see it. You have a lot of fans out there. Dude, I think at the beginning of the summer you only had like 10,000 subscribers. I think you're up to like 17,000 now.
Yeah, we're over 17.3 something. I don't really pay attention to that. Brad always tells me where we're at. Number counter.
No, it's just seems like your videos are just keep getting bigger and better, and everyone's enjoying them. It's awesome.
Well, thank you. We're just out there documenting what we're doing.
And I appreciate all the hard work and time that you put into your video editing. I don't even want to guess how many hours a week you spend doing that, but go ahead and tell me.
I can't tell you how long it took me to put that 2-minute video out today. I started outside on my back porch, and then my neighbor starts cutting his grass. I heard it was lawnmower, so I was just like, what am I going to do? I got to get this out there somehow. So I was like, whatever, I'll just go in my garage and turn off the lights and play with the flashlight. And whatever, it's out there.
Yeah, it worked good. I love the music and everything. Oh, but I had to tell you, even though I have an ugly mug now, in the 80s I look pretty good. So I want to throw this up there for Jim Diamond, the quarter hoarder there. See, this guy is a good match for you.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. I even got a couple of good wrestling pictures with Tatanka, my sister. And I have one of Hulk Hogan here somewhere. But yeah, I just want to pop those up there for Jason, the quarter hoarder.
Nice, small. Hey, Tar Heel.
But yeah, you got a lot of fans out here. Does anybody out there real quick got a question that I can try and catch and read on the, or that Kurt can read on the thing? And Kurt, if you see a question on there, go ahead and grab it and read it to me.
Going so fast, they're all talking about your mullet.
No, that hair was halfway down my back. That was back when I was playing guitar a lot and stuff. But anybody have a question for Kurt? Go ahead and type it in, and then we'll see if I can slow this chat down so we can run it here.
How many coppers has Kurt found? I have no idea. I have 60-some this year.
How many?
60-some?
60-something? Holy cow. Oh, my God. So you must have a couple hundred at least then. Oh, my lone. That's crazy, dude.
I'm having a good year. I think I've already doubled last year, so I had 30-something last year.
Yeah, well, a couple of those hunts, what'd you have? Like 8 coppers in one hunt and stuff like that?
Yeah, there was one hunt I had 8.
Well, they got up fast that way.
Yeah, they do.
What was the oldest one you found this year?
Bobby's been leaving them on the ground for me, so it's been adding
Oh.
up. Thanks, Bobby.
Bob, you're the best, man. That's awesome. How come you don't do that for Brad or Bill? You got to ask him that.
Let me just ask if I live in Ohio. Everybody thinks that. We're in Maryland.
That's what I thought. You were in Maryland. All you guys are from there? Or?
Yeah.
Cool.
We're all around. I'm northern Maryland. Brad's down by D.C., and the other guys are east of Baltimore.
Holy cow.
Yeah, we're all there. Like, Brad's good 60 miles from me. People think we're, like, right around the corner. We all drive to meet up and do this thing.
Oh, that's good. Well, yeah, that's pretty far. That's why he doesn't make it all the time, I guess. Well, you all seem like you're pretty busy.
Yeah. How often do I swing a smaller coil? Whenever I'm in iron or high trash or need separation. I can make sure wife looks good. I have the best wife in the world. She's very supportive of what we do. Macro Racer. I tested a Racer too. I mean, it's a good machine. I mean, the location you're on is going to trump any machine that you use. When am I going to head back to Saskatchewan? Good question, Trooper Bride. I'd go tomorrow if I could. When am I coming up to Canada? I don't know. I have been to Canada. I found large stems on the beach of Canada.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Where did the Hoover boys meet? I met Bill, Leo, and Brad at our club. When I joined the club, I think we all sort of joined around the same time, and we were just the young kids. There's a bunch of old guys, and we just sort of started finding each other, digging around the same spot, and we had fun together. And one day, I just started doing videos.
It was hard to stop after that, huh?
Yeah, like I said, Bill's always teasing Bob because he calls him fanboy because he came on later.
Oh.
It wasn't until episode 49 when Bobby came and dug with us for the first time.
Yep, I think I remember that one. Yeah, I've been watching you guys ever since I started. Actually, I was watching it, but before I even bought a metal detector. And you and the Stealth Diggers are what really inspired me to, and Silver Slingers to finally get one.
Bob Horse says, how does Bob deal with Kurt? It's easy.
Well, one time I remember he didn't.
Going fast.
When you lift them behind. If you click on it and scroll back up, it'll stop, and then you can read it. It's just when it's down.
Yeah, I know, but then it just keeps going.
Oh, really?
Bob finds a lot of coppers. He's just been in a drought. We all get in droughts, like silver droughts or, whatever you're looking for, droughts.
Yeah, that's true. And then all of a sudden, you hit it, and it's a flood. It's weird.
Does Bob smell as good as he looks? Absolutely. I don't know. Does he look good? Dirt detectors. Does he look good? He's got a good musk to him. Are you sponsored by Garrett or just prefer them? We are not sponsored by anyone. I like Garrett products. I like my Deus too. I mean, I use whatever works for me.
Oh yeah.
Always will.
Yeah, this chat's going pretty quick. Oh, I gotta scroll back down the bottom. Oh, how do I stop this?
Have we ever been approached for a TV show? Blah, 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 blah. Would you consider it? We have been approached by different producers and stuff like that, but I guess we would consider it if the right thing came along. We're not hungry for stardom, if that's what you're asking. Brad's butt really that smooth? No, it is not. He's one of the hairiest people back there that I've ever met. Only by what his mother tells me. I don't know him personally. Ever tried to Bristol? No.
Well, this is awesome. I'm glad you were able to come on tonight. I'm glad a lot of people are asking these questions for you.
I'm trying. It's hard to keep up.
I know. I'm trying to. Well, I can slow it down. Awesome. Thanks. No problem. We vote for Bob. Yeah, I loved it even more ever since Bob came on. I like the way he plays around with everybody. But he's had some great finds this year. The Indian Head Penny was 1877.
Yeah, he got a 77.
Yeah, no, that was the same day Brad got his flowing hair halftime.
Yes, and I got 8 coppers.
8 coppers, man. That had to have been like one of your best hunts ever.
Yeah. I mean, it's not going to be easy to beat, for damn sure. We've had a lot of crazy days, but never a 77 and a flowing hair.
Ah, crazy.
If
Yeah.
money was no object, what machine would you choose? It does start to me. I mean, I'm swinging it right now, the 18 Max. It just fits my personality.
Really, I was going to ask you about that. Since you went to the Max, have you gone back to anything else or no?
I've used the Gold since I've been using the Max, and even swinging the Gold is like, what is going on here? I mean, I'm pretty good with switching between machines and machines because I've been able to, or I should say, I've been blessed to test out a bunch of them. But once you find one that you really like, it's hard going back to anything else. And everybody's like, thinks it's, an AT Pro. Like, it's going to, it's a different machine. If you're coming from an AT Pro to an AT Gold or even an AT Max, like when I started using the Gold, when I bought the Gold, it took me 2 months before I found anything with that machine.
Really?
And all of a sudden one day it just quit. I don't know if I wasn't swinging over it or I don't know, but like it's a different machine than the Pro. I mean, it sounds similar, but
And I noticed that myself. I had the Pro for the first year, and then I bought the Gold this year, but I didn't start swinging it until like midway through the summer. But when I did, that thing was finding stuff that my Pro with the Nell Big Coil have missed. I couldn't believe it.
People still accuse you of planting coins. I mean, we get one of those goofy comments every once in a while, and the thing that I find funny is it's always on like a mediocre hunt for like what we usually find. Like, oh, you planted that. What is the fun in that?
Right.
Like, we're out there trying to have fun. I mean, yeah, we want to find good stuff, and that usually.
I only seen one guy do that in England. He had like a bunch of those gold chocolate things he put in the ground, and while he dug them out, he said, "Oh, you stupid Americans!" And that was the only guy I saw fake put something in the ground ever.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody does it. I know, anyways. But cool. Let's see what else we have for questions here.
I don't know. It's going fast.
Garrett owns you, Kurt. Oh, cash mall. What do you mean? How do you find all the time to go digging? Oh, he's a busy guy. Hey, Darnell and Jim, how are you guys?
Nice one, Bob.
Oh, I hate that. So you guys going out this weekend too, or?
I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get out this weekend. I work Saturday, and I have some family stuff going on Sunday.
Gotcha.
I haven't even talked to the guys about it. Brad's leaving for his honeymoon this weekend, so he's out.
Oh, I forgot about that. Well, congratulations to you, Brad, in case you watch this later. Hope you have a fun time, safe trip. Where's he go? Oh, I don't want to ask him. It's not my business.
Got a question about my work schedule. I work 24-hour shift. We work 24 on, 24 off, 24 on, and then we have a couple days off.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I think the guys where I work, they work like 24 on, then 3 days off, then 24 on, 3 days off, or something like that.
What do I think of Aqua Chigger? I think he's a hell of a good digger. I mean, he might be a little nutty, but
Who isn't?
I guess you do this for so long, everybody's a little nutty.
Wow. So what do you think of this live thing, Kurt?
I mean, it's cool. I mean, I have no problems with it. It's just hard to keep up. I'm trying to.
Yeah, I keep scrolling up trying to see what I'm in and see for questions. Mostly there are a bunch of comments. Where are you going to introduce the kids to the hobby? Tar Heel Digger's asking.
I mean, I've brought my daughter out a few times, or my younger son, mostly to my in-laws' house. We'll go over there for family gatherings. And we'll go over a little early, and I'll put Grant in the front yard. It's an old farm built in, like, I don't know, 1871.
Oh,
Not anything great there, but I'll let my daughter use the pinpointer after I pop the hole, and she has fun with it. But all kids, their attention span's pretty short.
Yeah.
And when we go out sun up to sundown.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, you and the boys.
Yeah. So do I prefer fields or standing homes? We love farm fields because they're wide open, and usually the ones that we're hunting are pretty old. I mean, standing homes are awesome too, but you got to deal with cross-century contamination.
Oh yeah, with dump sites and stuff. Now do you notice a difference between the hay fields and the cornfields, or
what was that?
do you find a difference between the hay fields and the cornfields, or?
It all depends on what was there before it was a field.
Gotcha.
You know, like our really good sites, they were farms 200, 300 years ago, and they had many working hands there, and the workers lived in the field, and everybody lost stuff over time.
Oh yeah.
I mean, all fields are not created equal. We hit a lot of fields that's nothing but can swallow, modern bullets, and shotgun shells, and that's just the way of the game.
Yeah, I'm finding that out this year.
Let's see.
I figured I'd ask a question. Do you prefer Kurt with a beard or without? Who are you asking? JK, I'm not sure. I think you look younger without the beard now, you know?
Yeah, and I've lost some weight. I don't know.
Yes, dude, you're doing awesome with that. May I ask you how much you lost so far? Or?
Down right around 60 pounds.
How many?
60.
60 pounds? Holy cow, dude. In what period of time?
Since like the spring.
Wow, congratulations. You're doing awesome. May I ask how you're doing it, or is there a certain program, or?
I'm on what's called the keto diet. I haven't done any extra working out or lifting or anything like that. It's a high fat diet. It's high fat, moderate protein, and you cut out the carbs. No carbohydrates, no sugar, no bread, no pasta. It's all like grass-fed, organic, wheat, bacon, and steaks, and burgers, and cheese, and all that good stuff. We eat a lot of salads and stuff, but we get full-fat dressing. It doesn't feel like you're on a diet, I'll tell you that much.
Awesome. Can you spell that for me? Because I'm interested in Googling that later.
It's keto, Keto diet. It's ketogenic. You put your body in a state of ketosis. It actually was came about in the 1920s. They invented it for kids with seizures because it's good for brain health.
Mm-hmm.
The high fat diets, and when you cut out carbs, you'll lose a lot of extra body fat and water weight. A lot of it's water weight.
Awesome. Now, do you really feel a big difference in your brain power, or the way you feel in general, or?
Yeah. Like first couple weeks, it's hard changing because your brain can either run on carbohydrates as fuel, or it can run on fat as fuel, and it actually prefers to use fat as fuel. And it takes some time to make your body that's used carbohydrates its whole life to adapt to using fat. But once I did that, I was getting these just power surge, like rushes, like I could feel like just blood rushing to my brain.
Oh, wow.
Like jacked full of energy. And that's the other thing too, like when you're not using carbs, like you'd eat when you're on a high, no matter a carb diet, you eat the carbs, your body uses the carbs, and then you crash. With the fat diet, whatever you eat, you use that fat, and then your body, when it's done using that fat, it uses your own body fat, and that's how you lose the weight in one sense or the other, and you don't have that crash. It's just sustained energy.
Wow, I definitely got to check that out. That's awesome.
Well,
thank you so much for the info. I've been trying over the last year and a half. I lost, I think, 29 pounds so far, but I still got another 30 or 40 to go, but it seems like it's tough. I lost. We had a challenge at work. I think in the last 12 weeks I lost 9 pounds more, but
that's awesome.
It's not coming off fast enough for me. I think the metal detector helped too.
I got pretty big. I didn't realize how big I got. Did you see yourself every day? And it was just time for me to do something.
Yeah, it gets scary. I got up to the 280 range, and I said, whoa. It got too much.
I'm getting down into the 280 range.
Oh, really? Wow. How tall are you?
I don't know, somewhere between, probably around 6'3",
Wow.
give or take.
Okay. Did you play football in high school and all that too, or no?
I wish I did. I was much of a JJ to play football in high school.
Yeah.
Played golf.
Oh, that's cool too. I didn't do much. I didn't have transportation. I went to high school a few towns away for a trade school. But awesome. I'm trying to see whenever you sponsor. When you ever try to sponsor a hunt, the guy over
I've never been to England. I'd love to go to England and swing for the really old stuff. We have a video showing our finds. We did not do a 2016 wrap-up yet. I did do a wrap-up video for 2014 and 2015.
I caught those
We
ones.
did do 2016 with all the guys. We never got around to doing it.
Yeah, time flies by too quick nowadays.
No, the neighbor wasn't burning anything today.
And I didn't hear any horses either.
Yeah.
Hey, so was all the guys on your crew swinging the max now, or?
Yeah, I mean, Brad, he'll still use his fisher from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
But, everybody's, he can swing whatever he wants. I mean, he is the dude on the box, but that doesn't mean anything. It's not like Garrett paid us to be on the box or anything like that.
Right.
Just a good pitcher they liked when they were in town.
Yeah. Yeah, it was great.
We'll never try to get a group hunt together. It's just way too much. We have no problem going to a group hunt, but there's no way I can host a group hunt.
Yeah. I just saw you guys on Chrononaut Metal Detecting's video this morning. I was a couple days behind catching up with them. And I guess you guys went to the CW PPO?
Mm-hmm.
So did you guys have a good time there?
We had a blast. Well, I had a blast.
You didn't put out any videos from there yet, did you?
No, I actually didn't take any video that trip.
Oh, wow, really?
Video. I have one video. We left Thursday night at like 10 p.m., drove through the night, got there at like 5 a.m. Obviously, our hotel wouldn't let us get in our rooms early, so we drove over to a park, and everybody crashed out in the truck, and I woke up in a disgusting sweat. We got out of the truck, and everybody was still like, head sideways, looking like the truck was just shot up, and I just took a little video of everybody just sort of sleeping. But I don't know if I'll ever do anything with it.
Hey, Deep Digger Duo has a question real quick. Do you remember your first silver, and what was it?
I do remember my first silver. It was in my parents' backyard. I was probably, 12 years old. It was a 1940 Mercury dime.
43 Mercury dime? Wow.
1940.
40, oh, okay.
Yeah. I actually sent that to another YouTuber because he was having problems finding his first move.
Oh, man, that was sweet of you. Very kind. Oh, that's awesome. I'm trying to talk about your silver war plate. What's that, the one with all the gold gilt you just found, maybe?
I found a Civil War box plate.
Oh, that's right.
We got a call from Steve Moore from Garrett, and he said that they were in town, and they were actually doing some videos with Aqua Chigger and another one of their friends, Dan. And they had another day that they were doing some swinging, and they got on a Civil War site. It's funny because like when he went and asked the guy if he could detect the farm, there was somebody else like out in the field, like pasture, like way away that you could see like swinging. And the farmer's like, yeah, I let people on all the time. It's like sometimes I just wake up and there's just people out in my field. I've let so many people detect it every year. They just show up and dig.
That's awesome.
Yeah, have fun.
Yeah, you gotta love
We
people
were
like
lucky
that.
enough to find some stuff still.
Yeah.
I mean, when I heard that, I was like, people don't come back if they don't find anything. So like, there's still got to be stuff there. Let's dig some holes and see what we're doing. And it was an epic day.
And it changes.
Found a box plate. Bobby found a breastplate. Steve Moore found his first plate. He got another box plate. And at the end of the day, after we took the picture of us all holding our plates up, Billy pops up a breastplate.
Yeah, I remember seeing that video now when you guys found those. Now, just before that, like maybe 3 or 4 videos before that, you found a big square one with like a lot of gold gilt on it. What was that?
Yeah, that's the War of 18. That's my favorite find. That's the favorite thing I've ever found.
I remember you saying that there.
The War 1812, militia, belt plate. You know, there's a lot of 1812 history in our area. And it's just special to me because of the local history and the American history tied behind it.
Right.
Whenever, like, I never had that one thing I could just, every time I looked at it, I was like, oh my God, until I found that. I mean, I found some great stuff, but it's just like, once you put the history behind it, it's just so much more meaningful.
Yeah, I've never seen a reaction out of you like that until you found that plate, and I was like, oh my God, look at him, he's excited. It was awesome.
Yeah, I literally we just got done live digging a copper, and that was like my next signal, like 20 feet away. And it was so hot that day, I don't think any of us had headphones on. So like everybody could hear the beep. It was just like a big, loud, obnoxious. I was like, that's not a coin, you know. Don't worry about live digging it. And I popped that thing up, and I was just thrown back.
Now, didn't you think it was a can or something?
Well, I mean, it was a canned signal, you know, loud, obnoxious, big. But when you're, you know, easy digging in the field.
Yeah, that there was an awesome one. I'm trying to.
It's funny because, like, right after I dug that, like, it got really trashy and really irony, so there must have been some sort of building in that area.
Mm-hmm.
And if I would have hit that trash and the iron before I hit that signal, who knows if I ever would have found it.
Ooh, not good. Hey, real quick, Johnny U Adventures has a quick question. What was your worst door knock interaction?
It was funny. We were actually hunting with our buddy Isaac Bassetti, and it was, you know, mid 1850s house. It just happened to be pink, which was odd. We weren't even like halfway in the driveway. This very flamboyant fella comes rushing out the door, like screaming, "State your business, state your business." And like, you know, we're trying to tell him what we're doing, and he just freaked out on us. Just like, dude, you know, we're just coming to talk. Like, you don't have to freak out on us.
Yeah, that happens sometimes though.
I don't know. Like, I haven't had any doors slammed in my face. I haven't been, you know, cussed out or anything. You know, people have been more or less respectful because, you know, I'm respectful, and I guess some people are even intimidated by me because I'm not a little person.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
My favorite door knocks is a little old lady, like, you know, widower maybe, I don't know. She comes to the door, you talk to her, and she's like, "Oh yeah, have fun. Let me know if you want any lemonade." We're just like, "Oh, thank you."
That's awesome.
Yeah, but they don't come up very often.
So you guys, what do you think you do door knocks mostly, or?
I mean, yeah, we do a lot of door knocking. We also get invited a lot of places, which has been out of this world. We've met some incredible friends in this hobby, and they sometimes save good spots for us.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we got a lot of people on tonight. Even Trooper Bry showed up. Thanks, Trooper Bry. I appreciate that.
I miss him. I miss drinking beer with that guy. Only done it once.
I miss seeing him and Donnie Bailey out there. Donnie, I think, found 4, or I forget how many state coppers he found. I think he just needs one more to complete his set this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
I never found a state copper until this year. Our very first video this year, a couple came out not by me, and I was like, you know what? That's my goal for this year. I want to find one state copper. I think I have 4 or 5.
Really? This is your first year you found one?
I've never found a state copper until now. I mean, it's just one of those things where certain things just avoid people.
I don't feel bad. The only thing I found so far for old copper was last year was a King William III, 1700, and this year was a King George II, 1737. But those are the only 2 old coppers I have. Dying for a Connecticut state copper.
I'm cursed with the ugly coppers. I find all the ones that are ugly, disgusting, smooth, pitted.
Brad's butt.
You know, I do them, and then everybody else, you know, Bobby or Brad, they go get the one wipers, and it's just like, oh,
hallelujah. Too funny. Now, hey, do you ever see that software program out there where you can take a roasted coin and somehow it can tell what it is?
I have never heard of that one.
There's a guy on YouTube. I saw a couple of videos. You can put it up there, and it finds certain points, and it can tell exactly what kind of coin it is. I guess somehow.
Huh.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting. So how? What do you think you have more of? Roasted coins or good coins you can actually read?
Oh, I have more toasted ones than ever.
Oh, really?
I mean, a lot of these, farm fields have been fertilized over hundreds of years, and they make some pretty ugly coppers. But every once in a while, you get the pretty ones. Like most of the pretty ones come up around the house, up around the yards or in the woods.
Hey, JW Style says, "Hey Kurt, good to hear you. Can you give some city digger when you transplant our Iowa found real?" I don't know what that was. Well, Kurt, have you ever found any Canadian coins? Paul Robb wants to know.
I found the Canadian Wheaties, the kind of like it's got like the leaves in the back, the maple leaves in the back. I've never found a Canadian large then. Not too many Canadian coins.
I didn't find many this year. I found an old 42, and I just dug across the street a 1929. It was my oldest one so far.
I have not dug a heel plate yet.
Me either. Wow, heel plate. No toe plates.
I have not found a seated half. No, sir.
Now, Kurt, do you guys have a lot of like old foundations in your area or no?
Not a lot. I mean, yes, they're around, but it's almost easier finding houses that are still standing for us. I mean, just this past weekend, there was a big, huge farm, like literally right up the street from my house. I've been eyeballing it for the 2 years that I've lived up in this area, and I finally got a hold of the farmers and figured out who owns it and all that stuff. Because on the old, I have my 1900 map. It shows there a property there. It shows a house there. Well, we finally got permission, and we went up there and wasted 6 hours swinging, and there was no residence. There's nothing that let us believe there was ever a house there. No brick, no pottery, no signals besides modern can slaw memorial. I mean, Brad found an old spoon, but it's just like the map was wrong, or we just haven't found it yet.
Gotcha. And I just saw a question here. Where'd it go? Somebody was just asking, did Leo give that ring to his wife? Who was that?
It's funny. He did not.
Really?
His wife apparently doesn't like yellow gold. She likes white gold.
Oh, well, excuse me. I don't like that either. I don't know. Who just asked that? I can't find his name now. Sorry, man. This thing's going too fast. USS Scorpion. Sorry, I wanted to give you a shout out there. USS Scorpion. Somebody just asked that. All right, let me see if I can get back. What do you do with smooth coins that you can't... What do you do with your smooth coins that can't be ID'd? G-Mig wants to know.
I get rough with them. I mean, if you don't know what it is, after you get the dirt off and some crud off, it's still a blank copper coin. So I'll throw them in lemon juice. Sometimes that helps. Sometimes I'll pick them up. And it all depends on the soil it comes out of. There's no right and wrong way to clean any coin. There's a right and wrong way to clean that coin that came out of certain kinds of soil.
Yeah.
Our soil is more harsh than most. And sometimes there's nothing you can do to figure it out, which sucks.
Right. Did you ever see somebody where they take a toasted coin and they do a circle on a piece of fine sandpaper, and sometimes it brings out some of the highlights where you can see it?
Mm-hmm. I think we'll do that.
Have you ever done that or no?
I have not.
No. Okay. Cool.
Just trying to read the comments as they come through.
Did anybody else from your crew know you're coming on tonight or log in to check this out or no?
Yeah, they should have known.
Okay, I was just curious.
Bobby's in the chat. He at least was. I don't know what the other guys are going. I mean, I forget when Brad's leaving. He might even be on it.
Wow. I didn't. It goes so fast. I can't even catch up with all the names that are here. Hey, that button I sent you with that green glass in the center of it. Did you show that to Bobby by any chance? It looks like a seahorse with some flowers on it. Maybe from like the late 1800s or something.
When was that? I remember that.
I don't have it here. I have a they made me a big display case at work. They wanted me to bring my stuff in, so most of my stuff's there right now. I don't think I have it here. But yeah, it was like an Art Deco type button. It looked like a glass seahorse, and it had like flowers on the front made out of brass, and it was all green.
Yeah, I remember seeing it, but
I was just wondering.
I don't think I should, Bobby.
I was just curious if he
How
had
many days a week do you hunt? We're more or less weekend warriors like everybody else. Sometimes I'll get out once during the week with either Bobby or Bill. But most of the time when you see us together, especially when you see Brad there, it's just usually a Saturday.
Gotcha. Hey, the Fletcher boys want to know real quick, what's the most silvers in one day you ever got?
Offhand, I want to say my best silver day was 9.5. Because I had a Rosie that was cut in half. But I also got a $50 that day in Patron. I don't count silvers. I could not tell you my silver count in the year because Rosies and Mercs and Washington Coolers.
What about
they're fun to find. Don't get me wrong, but
right.
But
what was the total amount for one day? Your highest? Do you know or no?
It was. I believe it's 9.5. I remember that day.
9.5 silvers in one day? Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
One of the Mercs was cut in half.
That is sweet. I think I remember that one. Wow.
The video of the Shallow Silver. Indian Union. Yeah.
I'm buffering here. I'm stuck. I can't do nothing.
Your stuff.
Well, I do appreciate it. We had like 137 on at one time. I think we're down to like 120 something right now. So yeah, it worked out pretty good with everyone. This is the most to see. Bobby wants to see. Oh, it's your last video when Bill found his first real. That was awesome. And then Bobby got one, I think.
It was. I've been lucky enough to get over a few, so I forgot, what thinking about the Bill. Bill hasn't been out a whole lot until recently. And it was awesome for him to finally get over one.
Yeah, bucket list.
I know the feeling of the first. My first, I could barely even tell what it was.
Yeah, it was funny, man. He was pretty excited too about that. Yeah, bucket listers are awesome to get,
Yes, they are. There's nothing like that first of anything that's something you want to find is amazing.
Yeah, even if it's a pocket knife for me this year, or my first harmonica with the full 2 rigs with the wood in the middle still, I was just as thrilled as I was with the seated dimes I found,
Absolutely.
Yeah, oh, I found some real cool relics too. If anybody has any idea, I found this thing. I think it's a seahorse bottle opener, and I have no idea what year it's from.
Oh, okay. That is cool.
I was like, what the heck? I said, that's got to be a bottle opener.
You're up in Connecticut, right, Mike?
Yep, right dead center, Connecticut. If you ever look up Lake Poke.
That thing looks pretty early. It looks pretty crude.
I found it in the front of an 1880s house my cousin Jay bought. I also found a little tiny gold ship's steering wheel with a gold ship in the center with a 3-inch chain with a little ship's gold acre, and they both had 38 on them. And it says CGS East Hampton. I don't know if that was the East Hampton or the Coast Guard station in East Hampton, New York, but I found it in East Hampton, Connecticut. I know it wasn't a high school thing because we didn't have a graduating class till 42, so I have no idea where that came from.
I'm going to step away from the chat, so anybody has questions, you're going to have to relay them for me. Give me for a little bit.
Oh, yeah, no problem. I don't know if you can see that. That's that little thing I found. No idea. All right, let's see what else we got real quick. What's up with the guys? Ask Kurt if he talked to Greg in a while. Have you talked to Greg in a while? Tyler Yosko wants to know.
Greg who?
I have no idea. Oh, nice. That ain't too tight, is it? All right, no, it's too tight. Take these off, please. Thank you, sweetie. Let's see. Get Kurt. Ooh, Tyler, let's come north. Yes, honey, I am still. Give me a little bit. Is the movie still on? All right, want to go finish watching it real quick? Where the heck are you going? What's that? Not right now, in a little bit. I'm still buffering now, unfortunately.
You're buffering.
Yeah, it comes and goes. I don't know if it's because there's so many people on, or people want to know where.
And Andy Newman's, yeah, he said to talk about one of the day I called two trimes. He invited us down for a hunt, and his buddy Phil got us on a property that Phil's had some success in. He found a bunch of big pennies, as we call them, or large cents, and Liberty Cap dime. Not a Liberty Cap, but Cap Bus dime. So he invites us to that spot, and like one of like my first couple holes, I got just a familiar signal around the 60s, and I was like, Brad, I'm digging a trime, joking around, half joking around, and I dug a trime, and I mean, this day was called Dream Hunt. The video was Dream Hunt, one of our best days. And later in that video, I don't talk about it in the video, but I actually called the second one too. I found two trimes that day, and the 2 reals that hangs around my neck, and Brad found a couple of reals. Bob found his first real. A bunch of big coppers came out of the ground. It was a pretty crazy day.
Someone's asking me if my squirrel friend here, the nut nibbler, ever found any trimes. No, but he did find a ring at one time. I don't know where it is right now, though. Is that it? No. All right. Kurt, do you still use the R&B battery pack?
I do. I use it in the AT Max, the AT Gold, and the AT Pro.
Does it still go 40 hours?
I've never pushed it. There's limits. I charge it up after every hunt.
All right. That was from Sultans of Swing.
I will say that the AT Max drains batteries a lot faster than the Pro and Gold did.
Why do you think? Is it a backlight, or?
Well, I mean, the backlight's going to do it too, but it's a more powerful machine. It's more sensitive. It definitely goes through batteries a lot faster.
Yeah, I can't wait to. I'm trying to sell either my Pro or my Gold now, so I got half the money for the Max. I'm just trying to sell one of those so I can finish getting the money for it. I really want to try it bad.
I mean, I still love the Gold. I mean, the Pro is still an excellent machine. Anybody out there who wants a metal detector that's cheap and waterproof, the Pro is. I have nothing bad to say about the Pro ever. It's just the Max and the Gold are more my style these days. They have a little bit different sound. They're deeper. They're faster. But there's nothing wrong with the AT Pro.
No, I love my Pro. I've had it. I used it for the first year, and that thing's paid for itself 3 times already. And I've used it underwater up to like probably 8 feet, and no troubles at all.
The high tone on the AT Pro is one tone that's hard to beat. I mean, that's with any Garrett's, so I think the high tones are just beautiful. That's why I use Garrett's, because I just love that tone.
Yeah, it's you get used to it, and you really get to know it real good,
Yeah, and I'm just now getting familiar with the little nuances and stuff with the AT Max. Like, I've been finding like the deep coin signals.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they come up as the really faint little tick, but there's like something like it's nothing you can explain. It's just something you have to hear for yourself and learn for yourself.
Mm.
It sounds different than the other like crap signals to me. I don't know. I'm just now getting used to those signals.
Hey, Matthew Davis wants to know, do Nell coils perform well on the entry-level machines like the F2?
I've never used the F2 to comment on it.
Does Brad use one with a Nell?
Are great coils.
Yeah, I love mine. A lot of people I've noticed are getting the Nell Thunder or Storm this year.
The Thunder, because it's fairly light for the size of coil that it is. I mean, it feels like you're swinging a stock coil on like the Garrett AC or the AT series.
Mm.
Very close to the stock coil in weight, where like the Storm coil is. It's a pretty heavy coil.
Yeah, I noticed that with my Nell Big Coil. I had to make up a little bungee cord type of harness to tie to my backpack just to take some of the weight off for me. You get tired quick swinging that thing.
Like when you're using those big coils, at least for me, I don't swing them. I'll sweep them. I'll put the weight on the ground and just push it back and forth.
Oh, really?
Or you'll kill yourself.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
Well, luckily with the bungee cord, it kind of takes the whole weight, and I just take my arm and swing it from side to side. But yeah, I didn't try that. I'll have to try that next time for sure.
Yeah, that's how people sweep it. Don't swing it. You'll kill yourself.
Or tear a shoulder muscle or something. All right.
Yeah, it's no fun.
Hey, Kurt, did you ever fix the problem with the thunder coil on the Max? That's from Ozark Seekers.
I did. It was nothing that I could fix. Me and Bobby got the first run AT Maxes, and there was something that needed to be tweaked. So we actually sent them back, and they tweaked them for us. Like all the detectors that have been pushed out, like for sale, they work with the Nels. I haven't actually. I've plugged it in and swung a target over it, and it worked. But I haven't actually used it on the ground yet to know the performance of it, because it is obviously not made for that machine.
Yeah.
No, Nell's going to say that they make them for different frequencies and stuff, but whether that's true or not, we'll find out.
Right.
So they'll come out with coils that are made for the Max, but is it going to be a different coil, different labels on it? Who knows?
So, hey, yeah, Kurt, do you watch on YouTube? I don't know. Yeah. Oops. So you guys got anything special lined up for the fall or no?
Trip-wise?
Trip-wise, property-wise, permission-wise?
There's still some fields that we were on in the spring that we are dying for them to be cut and plowed and all that good stuff.
Okay.
We're still waiting on them. We've been sort of just freeballing it, trying to find new places to dig until they open back up, because there's still plenty of stuff there to be found.
Oh, I do have to ask you though. I think it was at the beginning of the summer. Digging 9 to 5, Brian, I think it was, took you guys out somewhere. Have you ever been able to get back out with him at all, or?
We have not, but same thing with him. Like, he is, mostly fields, and they're all planted. But I'm sure we'll hook back up with him at some point.
Gotcha. Awesome. Yeah, I just got a call from my farmer guy. He said the last hay cut was done, and I can come on down now and start swinging. It used to be an old early 1800s 2-horse barns, and it's just a hay field now. It used to be a cornfield back then, as well.
Like some of our best sites were orchards back in the day.
Oh, really?
A lot of hands to pick, the fruit and the crops and stuff. The orchards were always one of the best places when it comes to farms.
I should start checking those. We have a lot of them in town here. Peach orchards and the apple orchards.
Oh, yeah. Orchards are good.
Well, I'll have to check those out. Good info. Thank you. Yeah, that's why I like doing this too, is I'm learning so much just from talking to the different people on how they do things and what they find, and I'm learning so much of what stuff is that what the stuff that's coming out of the ground, what is it,
Yeah, absolutely.
Kurt, how is Bob's George W button? Or GW button?
How is it?
Yeah.
It's pretty worn out, but it's still a George Washington button. None of the other guys or myself found one. We're all itching to.
Wow.
The tavern, I want to go back to the tavern so bad.
Hey, 925er. Thank you, man. Lyman Orchards, you got a hit, Mike. Bob, you planted that 1877? Josh, no, I don't think so.
Josh has recently found a silver quarter real from 1797.
Really? Congratulations. That's Josh Nickerson.
Yeah.
Kurt, City Rogers here.
He's up in New Hampshire or New England.
Hey, Kurt, City Diggers here. Have you decided a timeline for transplanting your Iowa found real?
That's something that I don't want to talk about.
Oh, sorry, man.
Because I don't want anybody to know when and where.
Gotcha.
When I put it where I did.
Very good.
It either is in the ground or is going in the ground very soon.
All right. John Roberts wants to know if you ever think you'll get back up there and dig with Charlie and them and the Stealth Diggers.
I certainly would love to. I mean, I'm definitely not opposed to it. We've talked about it, but it's just hard doing trips. It's hard getting the guys together, and because we all have families, we all have stuff outside of our digging.
Right.
Take off a couple of days and go somewhere. Most of the time, we'll just do day trips, and that's definitely not a day trip. That's a weekend, if not longer, trip. I was supposed to, when I went up there a year and a half ago, I was only supposed to go up for 3 days, 4 days, and I stayed a weekend.
Nice.
And that was by myself.
Wow. Yeah, I remember that video. I was glad to see you guys together like that. That was pretty cool. Now, what did you think about hunting the cellar holes like they do? Do you like doing that or?
Oh, I love it.
Awesome.
That's the thing. I love it all. Like, as long as it's old,
It doesn't matter, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Because, I mean, hunting a cellar hole and hunting a house that's still standing isn't a whole lot of difference, but the house is still standing, you have more trash. You still have all the iron nails that every time they change the roof, all those iron nails or all those nails went on the ground around the house. Same thing as one collapsing or burning down.
Hey, the Mad Flasher wants to know how do you guys go about asking for permissions when you go door knocking? Like, any tips at all?
I'm pretty straightforward. I try to get it out in one breath.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll give you my line. I mean, it's pretty, just tell them who you are, what you're doing, and I ask. I always start with, like, sorry to bother you, because I hate when people knock on my door. It's like, the dog barks, wakes up the kids, and I'm already in a bad mood.
Oh, yeah.
So I always start with, sorry to bother you. My name's Kurt. I'm a city firefighter. I'm also a huge history buff. My friends and I do metal detecting as a hobby. Your house is beautiful. So I start throwing a comment or a compliment.
Oh, yeah.
And I say, you do metal detecting as a hobby. Wonder if we could do some metal detecting in your property.
Awesome. I'll have to try that one.
And then we go from there. It doesn't matter what you say, you just got to say it. The hardest thing is walking up and knocking on the door.
Yeah.
Say, sorry to bother you. My name's Bert. I work at Walmart. I hate my job, but I love history. I do metal detecting as a hobby. Wonder if I could do some metal detecting on your property. You just got to ask.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, dude. I just started this year. My first house knock is where I found that 1917 Walk in Liberty. I was like, holy cow. I just said, she was out mowing the lawn. I said, sorry to bother you, but my name's Mike. Lived in town my whole life. Started metal detecting last year. Had some incredible finds, and just curious if you mind if I detect your property. She was like, no, go ahead. So once I found that, it got a lot easier real fast. I think I've only had one guy say no.
Easier it gets, but still nervous walking up to every door, especially one that you really, really, really want to get.
Yeah.
I mean, it all depends if the people are cool or not. If they're cool or they're laid back, they're going to let you do it regardless. If they're not going to, regardless of what you say.
Right. Yeah, I've lucked out this year. That one farm permission in Marlboro is like where the first settlers in Marlboro were, and that's where I found most of my stuff this summer was at that one farm. It's crazy.
Yeah. Once you get on a good spot, keep going back to it.
Well, that's what he said. You guys can come back anytime you want. And I've been there probably like 22 times over the summer so far for like 4 to 5 to 6 hours a time,
The place where Bob and I got permission for, when the Garrett team came to town, one of the spots we got was a 1740 house. And since they've left, like, I cannot believe the stuff that we're still finding at that site. Like that little tiny half-real Bob found in the beginning of this week's episode was right in the front yard of this place.
Oh, that's right. That was the same place. I forgot.
Yeah, it's the same place. And I've pulled out a handful of different coppers, different state coppers, and there's still some video that I have yet to post of us going back there because, that's one of the places, too, where when we strike out door knocking, we go, let's go to the 1740 house. Because it's old. You have a chance of finding something really old.
Yeah.
And I'd rather have that chance of finding one thing that's going to blow my mind over, digging Mercs and Rosies. I mean, I love finding Mercs and Rosies, but I'd rather give all that up and find that one old thing,
right,
like the history.
What I what I started doing this year too, after I got my first snow, I picked up some of these copper rounds. It's like a little over $1 a piece, and I started just offering them to people as a token of appreciation for their time for me to talk to them real quick. And since I started doing that, I haven't had a no. 92 Finder wants to know: do you ever offer anything to the landowners for permission?
Do we?
Yes.
I mean, it all depends on the property owner. We usually, show them what we find.
Mm-hmm.
And I've even offered, the landowners everything that we found. They're like, some of them are like, you found it, you keep it. I wasn't going to find it, whatever.
Yeah.
Some of them are so nice and so generous, and like you want to give them something. Like we'll gather up a couple odds and ends and make them a little shadow box. And
Yeah.
1740 house, like that was a saving grace for us. I feel like it's the first place we hit. Like it was old, and we found some stuff, but we're like, oh my god, we need to get on it. And we went, second half of the day, we went to the 1740 house we had, and like all of a sudden, like coppers just started coming out of the ground. So like after that day was over, we all gathered up some money and bought them a gift card for like Outback Steakhouse.
Awesome.
It was a thank you for letting us, use their yard.
That's
and
cool.
we have open permission anytime we want to go back there and play in the dirt, as they call it.
Yeah, those are awesome, man. Those are some of the best permissions. I love it when people are like that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Where do we get the defines box, the phone inserts? Those are from our friend David Perdue. Last year in Ohio, he brought those and he gave them to us. His name's David Perdue. You can find him on Facebook. I think he might even sell them or give them out to people who ask for them. It's just a little tackle box that he cut up some foam and put in them. That's why we call them the Perdue, because Perdue gave them to us.
Awesome. Yeah, I definitely got to get
little boxes.
Those are cool. I have to get myself one of those. 'Cause right now I just have like a piece of paper towel or something. I fold up and throw it in my Altoids tin or something.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people use Altoids tins. I used to use a different kind of fishing box. It just had rolled up tissue paper in it, or, snot rags.
Yeah.
Unused snot rags.
Oh, of course. Now, so can anyone buy those boxes, or does he have them on eBay? Do you know? Can I look them up, or?
I know, like, Josh Nicholson just put his name up there. He's on Facebook. I don't know if he sells them, but he's the dude we got them from.
David Perdue.
A friend of ours, and he wanted to give us something.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, I love it when people are generous like that. So cool.
Yeah, our I don't want to call them, fans. Our followers have been so awesome.
Hey, CoinCatcher63 wants to know where the foo-foo comes from.
Where does the foo-foo come from? Well, before I started making videos, I would, when I found a silver coin, I would leave the dirt attached and everything and just put it in my fine spouts and bring it home and run it underwater. Once I started doing videos, I realized I needed something to field clean my coins so I could get like an up-close, detailed shot of them and show the date and the mint mark and all that stuff. So I started bringing a water bottle with me, and one day I caught it foo-foo, and the name sort of stuck. And to be funny, one day I printed out a little foo-foo sticker and put it on there, and then people were asking me if they could buy one. I'm like, what? You want to buy a foo-foo bottle? So I then had professional stickers made and bought a ton of bottles and started selling them because people asked me to.
Any idea how many you sold so far?
Sell any of this stuff?
Any idea how many of these you sold so far? Or?
I have no idea.
Well, hope you don't mind. I have to do this at least once, though. Whoosh! Whoosh! I've been doing this all summer long, letting the foo fly everywhere. And I'll tell you what, it brought me such good luck. I can't stop, dude. I'm afraid to stop.
Well, it's a survival tool. It's a survival tool as well. Like if you're dehydrated or you're out there, I've drank my food on a few different occasions. People ask me like, what's in it? People say it's like unicorn tears. Some say it's like the sweat from my sweatband. There's a million different things of what people think it is.
Oh.
Water, any kind of water.
Yeah, it's too funny, dude. Actually, in the beginning of the summer, I had a let the foo fly contest. I actually had people spray themselves with foo, and it brought them good luck. They were finding stuff in the ground. Gave away a silver coin for it. It was awesome.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I had quite a
You have,
few.
somebody asked, where do you buy Foo? I have all of our gear listed on eBay. We have shirts, we have hats, we have stickers. We have Foo bottles, but the Foo bottles are actually out of stock right now. I just ordered more last night. They're out of stock. I brought everything I had with me to Ohio and came back with an empty box.
Wow. I just got one of your black T-shirts too. I love the new ones.
Yeah, that design was done by one of our followers in Canada, Mike Austin. He's a tattoo artist, and he's like, I got an idea for you. You can do whatever you want with it. And I was like, okay. And I saw it, and I was like, that's got to go on a T-shirt.
Awesome. Yeah, but I still like my old gray one too. I gotta like that one too.
Yeah, I mean, the originals, it's a good-looking shirt.
Now these. Any idea how many of these you sold? Because I see everybody wearing them.
I don't know. Like I say, I don't look into the numbers. Like, I don't pay attention to that stuff.
Oh wow. So who does all your eBay and stuff? Do you have to do all that too? Send all that stuff out, or?
I do all this stuff. That's why I don't have time to do anything.
Wow, that's crazy, dude. I don't know how you do it. I tell you, between the video editing and everything else.
I don't know.
I guess you.
I'm constantly moving. Like this is why I was like, yeah, let's do that Friday night. All I have to do is sit here.
Hey, this is a question from Lewis. I can't pronounce his last name. I don't want to mess it up on him. Skirvin or something maybe. What is the next item on your bucket list?
On my bucket list?
Yes.
I don't know if I have something at the top right now. I mean, there's a bucket list is a never-ending thing because you're never going to find everything on it.
Right.
For whatever reason, I want to find it. Not for whatever reason, but City Liberty $50. I've never found a $50 older than a Walking Liberty. I haven't found a Barber $50. I mean, there's all kinds of little things like the Civil War era, like heel plates. Never found one of them. I mean, there's all kinds of coins. I mean, coins are going to go on forever. None of the Hoover boys have ever dug a gold coin. None of us have done a 20-cent piece. I mean, it's a never-ending list. I mean, there's little goofy things that I've never found that I'd love to find. Like, I want a complete, two-pronged fork. Like, everybody laughs at me when I say that, but, I just think they're really cool because, colonial thing, maybe a slave owned it, Who knows? But just the two-pronged fork just looks awesome to me. And I've never found a complete one.
A buddy of mine, I think, just found one up in on Paul from Triton's Treasures. He just found one, I think, in upper state New York. It was a two-prong, I think, fork with a bone handle or something.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I want.
Yes, Kurt, he is on an awesome site up there. He's found some RIR buttons from Rhode Island Regiment. He's found a bunch of Indian artifacts, over, I think, 28 or 30-something state coppers this summer, and I think over 6 cap busts over the last, I think, 2 weeks.
I've only found 2 cap busts. They were both half dimes last year.
Heck no.
I'd love to find a Civil War breastplate. I've got the belt buckle. I've got a box plate now, but breastplate is one that I just love that eagle on there. When Bob dug his, which is in pristine condition, I definitely dropped the nugget on that one.
Hey, I wish you the best of luck finding that this year. Hopefully.
Hey, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be.
That's what I've been finding out. It's weird. Hey,
we go on the property and it's Brad will pop a Turiel or Bob will pop the most beautiful copper I've ever seen in my life. And it's just the only way to stay sane is to think all right, well, it wasn't meant for me to find.
Right.
It was meant for him to find. So, good job, buddy. Congratulations.
Do you ever get those gut feelings where something tells you to go somewhere and you were meant to find something?
Yes, all the time. I'll be working a straight line in the field, and all of a sudden, I bang a left turn, and there's a signal. Oh, wow, that was weird. Or you're working with a group of people in somebody's yard, and you're like about to hop the sidewalk and try on that side of the sidewalk, but you dig a hole on this side, and you look up, and your buddy pulls like a seated quarter on that side of the sidewalk, and you're like, son of a beast thing. And then later in the day, you look back to where you were in the first place, and then they pull like a real, and you're like, come on. But like I said, you just gotta look at it like it wasn't meant to be for me.
Yeah.
I didn't dig it.
It's cool though. It was funny because like when I found that wedding ring a couple of weeks ago, I was there that Saturday, and then I was at work Sunday, and something all day long told me to go back there. And I went back Sunday afternoon after work, and less than 5 minutes, my fifth target, there it was. It's like, oh, that's why I was supposed to come here tonight. All right, we can leave now.
Right.
But yeah, that was awesome. It happens all the time though. It's weird.
I believe things happen for a reason.
That's it. People are meant to dig stuff, find stuff, and I don't know if it was a test to see if I give it back or what, but it was pretty neat.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've lucked out. I've been able to do a class ring last year. I found a wedding band in March, but I can't get the lady to call me back. And then I found this one I was able to return. Very happy. Very blessed.
Hurricane Alley Relic Rescue, who found the wax stamp that was showing in one of the first videos? That was me. That was actually out of the Indian Head Burial Ground before we did videos. It's a Indiglo wax matrix on on a loop with a watch key, with a watch winding key, and then it's very intricate. And the little pictogram on the wax matrix, it's got little pictures on it, and it stands for "I hope you are well." And that was one of my favorite finds ever until my War of 1812 buckle.
Oh. Hey,
people tag us as coin shooters because we find a lot of coins, but we love it all. I mean, if a coin happens to be in the hole, that's awesome. If it's a relic, that's awesome. We just love going out there and saving history.
Hey, was it one of you guys that just found an 1812 coin, or was that somebody else?
Bill.
Oh,
I think 2 episodes ago, Poppin' Coppers.
That's what it was.
You found an 1812 small date classic head, large cent, and it's a beautiful one. It's out of a yard.
That's awesome.
Have you guys tried going back to Walmart? No, we can't go back to Walmart because it's off the list. We're not allowed to.
Aww.
Not it. We talk about it almost every day.
Well, it's too bad. Oh, God, I'm way off on the chat here. So, Kurt, you guys think you guys will ever do anything live or no?
Think we'll ever go live?
Yeah.
I thought about it. It would be a lot of fun to put the camera in front of us and all 5 of us sit there and just BS.
Oh,
somebody's got to pay attention to it, the chat board and everything else. And
yeah, just
it's like I said, it's only a few times a year where all of us actually get together.
Yeah, it's a tough thing.
Favorite Hoover boy that's not you. It's like picking a favorite child.
I can't do that.
I love them all.
44, that's me. Is he from Ohio? Let's see, best dig out of... What was your best dig out of a local park? Dave Cutshaw wants to know.
I don't know. I've pulled a lot of awesome stuff out of parks. The rock I was just talking about, the wax matrix that was out of a park. I pulled reals out of parks.
Really?
Knockers out of parks. Rings. I can't narrow down one best thing out of a park.
Okay.
My one and only seated quarter was out of a park.
Wow. Yeah, go figure, huh? Well, it was like that school ground I did last year. That's where I found that King William the third. But it just happens to be a straight line between the Middle Haddam and the Connecticut River and the lake I live on. So must have been...
Wayne just asked if any of us are going to the South Jersey dig. No, not that I know of. We didn't find out about it late, and we don't have plans to go.
Okay.
Oldest gold coin? None of us have found a gold coin. my oldest coin, my oldest idea of a coin is the 1694 Williams and Mary halfpenny. My oldest silver is the 1748 2 reals I have around my neck.
Hey, Bob Horse wants to know, did you find Bob in a park? Is that Bobby?
Bob in a parking lot next to a Home Depot.
Home Depot. Tiny Metal Detector wants to know what made you start metal detecting. I think you answered that earlier.
Yeah, I've always been a money grubber. I've always been intrigued with lost things. I always had my eyes on the ground as a kid looking for, things people dropped. And I would literally jump under the counters when we went in convenience stores and pick up loose change. And
my grandfather always told me that. Hey, he said, money don't float. Look down when you walk.
There you go. No, like before I even had a metal detector, I was probably like 8 years old. My dad's a photographer, so we would travel all over the place and he'd take pictures. We'd go up to Maine every summer, it seemed like, to Mount Desert Island. Nice. And every once in a while we'd go on to Canada. And there was a lighthouse on the coast of Canada. I have no idea where it is or what it's called, but my father and my older brother were taking pictures of the lighthouse at sunset. I'm sitting there walking the beach. I pick up a big copper off the beach, just sitting there, just washed up. And it's like, a matron head large cent U.S. coin from 1836.
Holy cow.
Found 3 large cents and a 1870, what was it? Like a German coin or something. 3 copper coins just like, on the beach.
That's crazy.
Like in this like rocky beach. I don't know how they got there. I don't know what else is there, but I was a little kid, and those are like my 4 first like finds.
Wow.
Good finds.
Hey, what you snacking on, Liz? The Diggin' Canuck wants to know if a homeowner has ever made you lunch or dinner.
We have been given cookies. We've been given cookies after hunt on multiple occasions. I don't believe we've been offered dinner. Actually, our 1740 house, last time Bob and I were there, and Bill was there, she came out and asked if she just made a big pot of crab soup and asked if we wanted any. So, yes, they have. Believe it or not. That's a funny question. I think it's Bobby the crab soup.
Wow, that's awesome.
Brendan,
Kurt, you were meant for detecting. Yes, I get that feeling sometimes myself. It's funny how
it inspires me. I've been inspired by a lot of different people.
Yeah, me too. Thanks to YouTube.
Yeah, you pick up a lot as you go from a lot of people.
Yeah, it's nice too. This community, I've never met such a bunch of nice people that are more willing to help you than anybody else I know,
Absolutely. I try to surround myself with good people because I don't have any time for the other people.
I hear you there. Yep. If they're as interested in it as I am, then yeah, we're definitely going to hit it off.
I mean, what was that? Better detect something about the weather. Better detect after it rains and dry weather. It's always better to detect when the ground's wet and you get better depth.
Oh, yeah.
Brad always talks about when there's dew on the grass, and there's something about when the dew beats up on top of the coil, he feels like he gets his best depth. But, everybody has their own superstitions.
Yeah. Yep. I know.
The time to detect is often, as much as you can.
Yeah. Well, I'm falling way behind here. How did you get started on Coinstar? Al Badington.
Well, I've always known they spit and reject foreign coins and silver coins. I've always looked, just never always found stuff. What's Brad's favorite settings on his Fisher 75? I know he runs boost mode. I'm not real familiar with the Fisher. Let's see. You'd have to ask him. Send him a PM. He'll tell you.
And what's the name of his channel?
When it's real trashy, he'll run. He'll put in jewelry mode for the quicker response.
Fletcher boys say, do you save your clad?
I save it. I have little piles everywhere.
Do you ever do a
A few years
total?
ago, I cleaned it all up and bought a gold coin with it.
Oh, nice. That's good. Do you ever do a total year count for your clad or no?
I didn't last year. I honestly try to find the least amount of clad as possible.
I hear you.
Because I'm not going to dig their signals because I want to find the older stuff.
True. Yeah. I think I found like $137 last year, and I'm over 150 already for this year.
It adds up. It definitely adds up.
Especially those 3 3/4 holes you find, you know.
I have no idea what the War 1812 belt plate is worth. Anything that's dug out of the ground, it's hard to put a value on it. It's what somebody would be willing to pay for it, sort of thing.
It's priceless.
And yeah, I mean it's priceless. I've never sold anything. Just I'd rather keep it or donate it. It's just my prerogative.
Hey, I like that. Keep it or donate it. Do you ever give away anything you find, or I think you told me you did a dime or something.
Yeah, I mean we go on digs that it's everything we find we donate to the historical society or the museum for that property or the homeowners themselves. I mean I've sent different friends and YouTubers and whatever you want to call them, different coins and things over the years. Well, if I pop a mark in somebody's front yard, and I'll run back up to the front door, like, hey, look, I found a mark. You want it?
Oh, that's cool.
I think mercury dimes are cool looking. They were my favorite coin when I was a kid.
Oh, wow. Awesome. Hey, Chris Hardwood wants to know, do you ever do any coin roll hunting?
I never have. Leo does. Leo has. He's actually had some really good schools when hunting.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I forget exactly what he found, but he found a lot of a certain memorial penny that's worth a lot of money.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, like $10,000 worth. He's just sitting on.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Good for him. No wonder he does it.
Exactly.
Wow. Let's see. Ever search some Drew Hill Park near the zoo in Baltimore? It was a Civil War camp.
We have. I mean, that's one of the places that's been pounded to death over the years, but it's an old place, and we've been there a few times.
Okay, cool. A little Dixie digging, Kirk. Come to Missouri.
I'd love to, Tim.
92 Finder also wants to know if there's any magnet fishing in your future.
I'm not opposed to it. You got to find somewhere that's worth magnet fishing. I mean, this summer we tried a bunch of different streams, but none of them panned out at all.
Really?
It's a totally different animal. We enjoyed it. I really enjoyed getting in the water and like locating targets, digging them. But you gotta find the right area, the right stream for it actually to be worth it.
Hey, Tony from 5280 Adventure wants to know, hey, Kurt, what's the best way to grow your YouTube channel?
Just keep doing it.
Making good videos.
Keep doing it. I mean, I don't know why people started watching us or continued to watch us or made our channel grow. I'm a shy person. I never wanted to be, YouTube was a totally, I don't even know why I did it. I just wanted to start, do something different. I guess I'm definitely outside of my element doing it. Just keep doing it. I never did it for any reason other than to document what we were doing, something to look back on. And when I was a kid, I used to, make videos with my friends, and I sort of like the jackass type sort of videos, and I had fun editing them, and I was pretty good at editing, so it sort of, came hand in hand when I started editing these types of videos.
Awesome.
Keystone Digger, absolutely.
Keystone Digger.
We would love to.
All right, somebody else was asking.
And so would anyone else with the right mind.
Too funny. Awesome. Well, if you get a chance, if you want to ask anybody else in your crew if they think that they might want to call me up and chat one night with me, feel free to ask them and just tell them to get back to me if they're interested at all.
There's a great question. How did the Hoover Boys name get started?
Ooh, there you go.
I was hunting a local park, and there was another guy from our club at the park. Let's just call that guy John. Well, John just bought a brand new XP Deus, and he wanted to beep some of my deeper signals to see if it was working. And I would call him over when I got a deep signal. He would scan over it, nothing. He would change frequencies, nothing. He would turn up his audio response, his everything else, and he wouldn't get the signal. I would dig the hole and find a relic or a coin 10, 12 inches deep because I was swinging, Hoover, big Nell storm coil. And let's just say I had a really good day that day, and he didn't find a whole lot. He emailed our treasurer and said, I saw Kurt at the park with his Hoover vacuum sucking up all the good stuff, and my treasurer and I were good friends. We hunted all the time. So he told me about this, and I was like, I thought it was funny. So I printed out a little Hoover sticker and put it on my machine to be funny. And then it sort of caught on, and then they started calling our little clique, the Hoover Boys. When I started doing YouTube videos, it was the Hoover Boys.
Wow. Awesome.
Yeah, just one comment. Somebody named my machine Hoover. I didn't name it.
That's awesome. Hey, thanks for sharing that information. I'm sure everybody was wondering.
What's the strangest, weirdest thing I've ever dug? I'd like to. I can't think of anything right off the top of my head, but I know Brad has a great story about that. He was a lot younger. I don't know how many years ago, 10, 15 years ago. He was hunting an old property, and he got a big signal right next to an old tree. And first thing you think of is a cache. He digs down, and he finds something like one of those military metal box containers. He's like, "Here it is. I did it. I found a cache." He cracks it open, and it's full of bones. It was the family pet that was there. So obviously he said a prayer, and he put it back in the ground where it belonged.
Oh.
Don't bury your pets in metal containers next to big trees.
Yeah. Oh.
The weirdest thing I found detecting is probably Bob.
Tony from.
How did you land the Garrett gig? The cameraman from Garrett watches our videos, and he apparently told the higher ups, you guys gotta go check these guys out. And I got a random email one day. It's funny because, they did the whole Garrett 18 Max, build up thing, and they finally showed a video of what it actually was and all that stuff. And it wasn't until after that where it was like, hey, you guys want to test this machine out? We were like, yeah, we do. Yes, please, and thank you.
Wow.
Funny because, that video came out of them actually, showing the Max on the video when Bob, myself, and Brad were out digging. So we're, at lunch break, watching it on one of our phones. And I'm like, what? They call it the Garrett 18 Max? I was like, that's a terrible name. My brother's name is Max. I can't have a machine that's, named Max. This is terrible. Why didn't they call it, the AT Platinum or, anything other than Max? I hated the name Max when it came out, but...
The AT Ultimate. Wow. Hey, was that the video where the guy was climbing up the rock there in the woods?
Probably.
I remember that. Yeah, there was a teaser there for a couple of weeks there until it finally came out and showed us what it was. And it was just...
It was hooked up with Calico. That's a good question, too. Calico and Brad have been in communications for a long, long time because Brad sells equipment, and Calico, we've been talking to Brad for a long time about getting a job working for Calico. And I started doing videos, and, people started watching, and Brad made a mention to them that, whatever, and they were like, oh, well, that's cool. We're going to send you guys the force cores to test out and try out and have fun with, and we're like, oh, well that sounds like fun, and we've had a good relationship ever since.
Awesome.
I mean, things just happen. We never planned anything. Things just happen.
Yeah. This is funny how things
How
just...
often do you guys go out and find nothing, even after hours of digging? All the time. All the time. But the good days make up for the bad ones. They just keep doing it.
Yep. Can you do a what? Mukbang? I'm not sure what that is. Michigan.
Oh, some question. There we go.
All right, real quick, I want to do what?
The Garrett's versus other multi-frequent machines.
All right, real quick, I want to do one more giveaway if you don't mind, Kurt.
Yeah, go for
We're
it.
gonna do something different. This is the Stand-in Liberty copper round.
Oh, that's excellent.
So, however, I want to do this one. All right, maybe I'll just pick yeah, let's do another. I'm gonna take it off speakerphone for a quick sec. Let's pick another number from 1 to 1,000 if you don't mind. Yeah, any number you want. Oh, okay. Just those 2 digits? Oh, okay. All 3 of them. All right. Final answer? All right. Let me put you back on speakerphone. All right. Kirk says the first person, or his wife actually said, the first person that types in 654 is going to win this Stand-in Liberty quarter. Oh, not quarter, I'm sorry. Copper round. Dirt Devil?
Yeah, Dirt Devils.
All right, go ahead and private message me some info where I can send that to you, and I'll get that out to you. Awesome. Yeah, my arm was buffering at the time, so I didn't catch it. So if that was the first one... Holy cow, look at them all come in.
There were some good questions that popped up before all of that. Pops at 11.
Hey, I'll scroll back up, see if I can get them. Are you able to scroll up too, or no?
I am, but then you scroll back down and you miss a bunch of stuff too.
Yeah. What's the number 1 silver coin that you would like to find?
Hey, I saw that one. I think it was by Josh. Obviously, I'd love a flowing hair, or like, you know, a Dismay, one of the dimes or half dimes made by George Washington Silver or something, I believe it was. I don't know. Anything old. I want a Pistarine. It's one of my favorite coins.
Bobby got one of those, right?
Yeah, he got one.
I'm buffering again.
It's just such a good-looking coin.
Yeah. Oh, there's so many good-looking coins.
U.S., like, we've never seen a Drake Bust Silver. Red's got the flowing hair, half dime, and we found a few Cat Busts here and there. None of us found a Cat Bust dime or anything bigger. Kurt needs his 2 half dimes. I've got 2 half dimes.
Someone else just dug one. It had the 5-cent thing on the back of it. Who was that? What does a runner get? Yeah.
How much fun is it to hang out with Jocelyn? She's fun. She's a good digger too. She'll be out there sun up to sundown with us as well. She gets a lot of slack, but hey, haters are gonna hate.
Yeah, I don't know why. She's on good. She even got to do a ring return this year. That was awesome.
Monty said, how old was I when I started detecting? Like the first question in the chat, I was 11 or 12. Back in like 93, 94.
And what'd you say? You had a White's machine?
Yeah, White's XLT. I still have it. I bought it brand new. It just came out. My buddy and his dad had White's Eagle Spectrum.
Wow, nice. Hey, I got to ask you, did you ever put your original Hoover on the wall for retirement or no?
It's still sitting in the garage. have anywhere to put it. My basement's unfinished. There's gonna be a garage down there eventually, but I don't have time to do anything.
Now winter's coming.
Yeah, it is. Perfect time for digging. I like cold weather. I like cold weather. White CFX is a good machine. It's a great machine. Our treasurer uses the white CFX. He does awesome with it. Just trying to keep up with the.
Hey.
That's a Paul Revere, Paul Revere silver.
Ashley wants to know if your wife's ever been out digging with you.
No, she hasn't. I know she will eventually once the kids are all like school aged.
Oh yeah.
You gonna come out digging with us, honey?
Of course.
She's cutting up dinner right now. She just got home from work.
Oh man, 9 o'clock dinner.
Yeah, well, I waited for it.
Let's see, 2 years of program, Eureka.
Brad is married not to Jocelyn. Yes, Brad is married not to Jocelyn.
Hey, Miss Kerr, Fortunately, blizzard, Canada winter.
Oh, that day was awful. Like, that day was so brutally cold. Like, you took your gloves off to do anything for 2 seconds, and they were numb for an hour and a half afterwards.
Was that the time Jocelyn was out there in the snow cornfield there digging with you guys?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, she pulled a freaking Hibernia that day.
Was that the one she left in your truck?
Yeah, well, she lost it. I found it like 2 months later cleaning out my truck.
That's right. That's right. Hey, Kurt, have you ever hunted in Kansas?
Kansas?
Yes. No.
Farthest west we've been is probably Ohio. I've been up to New England. I've been down to Florida.
Wow. Yeah, I've only been in my town and the next one over so far. There's so much stuff here. There's no need to go anywhere else, really. People always ask me, do you go to the beach? I don't think I've ever been to the beach yet. Just a local one here on the lake, and that was it.
Yeah, I mean, I have been to the beach, like on vacation, but I mean, that's not my thing. I like digging in the dirt.
Me too. The plugs are a lot easier.
Shovel do you recommend? The best shovel that I recommend is made by Predator Tools. Predator Tools are by far my favorite tools to use. We use the Predator Ranger. It's got the D handle. Some people like the Piranha. It's got a T handle. It's longer, but Predator Ranger is my favorite digger that I've ever used.
Mine too. I just got it this year. Last year I had the small gray T-handle one there I used, and then I just got the Predator Ranger this year, and boy, it makes it easier with one hand to plop plugs, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't like the T-handles just because, like, you know, it goes in between your fingers. Something about gripping that D.
Yeah. And it's a little taller, too. It's nice.
Yeah. I mean, some people think it's too intimidating for parks and yards and stuff, but ours are so worn down. I mean, it's funny. You see Brad's shovel versus, like, Bob or Bill's shovel that's fairly new. And Brad's worn at least 2 inches off of his. I've worn 1.5 inches off mine.
I know that. Which one of you guys sharpen your shovels the most?
Which one of us sharpen it the most?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just recently sharpened mine before Ohio just to do it.
I know mine needs it. Shovel at Walmart.
Needs to be done every once in a while. They you know, any shovel's gonna stall out. But I keep my hand digger dull because I don't want to slice and dice a coin.
Oh yeah, put a big scratch in it or something. Good idea. Yeah, that's good information.
Yeah, I don't sharpen my hand digger.
I haven't even really used mine. I used it at first, and then once I got the T-handle, that's all I used for a while.
Yeah.
I could cut cleaner plugs with that, you know. I broke mine this year. I dig so many holes. Well, Kirk, you just let me know when you gotta get going and eat dinner. I don't want you to keep the missus waiting.
I'm sure she'll let me know.
Do you ever use headphones when metal detecting?
We usually always use headphones unless it's abnormally crazy hot and we're not like right next to a house.
Mm. Do you use the wireless ones now? Yeah.
What was that about Lear's rust on the shovel? What's his like Lear go? That's hilarious. What does Lear use to clean the rust off his shovel?
The Max, is it really much better? So is the Max? Yeah, is the Max really much better than the Pro?
I mean, it's to me it is. I mean, it's deeper. Yes, it's more sensitive. Yes, is it going to be more chatty? Yes. Does it have a backlight? Yes. Can you change your, volume? Yes. I mean, it's different.
I like it because of the wireless
There's
headphones.
stuff that you can Max. Maybe, maybe not. It depends on the location you're hunting. You still got to swing over the stuff.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's still another VLF machine. Is it more sensitive? Yes. Have I found stuff places I swung over with my AT Pro? Yes. Here we go again. Never bought a Garrett. Never bought a Garrett. Is it better than a White's? I'm not brand loyal.
Someone told me that the Garrett's great for death, but the White's is a little bit better for pinpointing. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you got to know how the machine reacts.
Yeah.
Any machine, you got to get used to how it operates. Figured out a way to use earbuds with the Max. I mean, yeah, you can use earbuds, but they're going to be hooked up to the machine, or you can use the Z-Link system if you already have one of them. They make the what is it called? The wire that you hook up to the headphone adapter that you can hook any headphones into.
Yeah, with the 1/4-inch jack there, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, last year I didn't use headphones at all until this year. Love my Impact. So lately, in the last since you started again, have you used anything but Garrett or no?
Since when?
Since you got back into it like 6 or 7 years ago.
Yeah. Like I said, I used my Whites, and I was like, everybody in my club had the AT Pro, and they were finding stuff, so I bought an AT Pro. I've tested out so many different machines. The Nota Force Core. I've used the MindLab CTX 3030. I have a Deus that I use. The Nota Impact. I've used the Racer.
Holy cow! What do you think of the Nota Impact?
The Impact has impressed me every time I've used it. It's a good machine. It's set up very similar to the Deus, where you can operate the machine on 3 different frequencies. Not all at the same time, but 3 different actual frequencies. I think it's 20, 14, and 7. I don't know. I haven't used it in a while. I got big into that machine, then the AT Max came out, and I wanted to learn that machine.
Mm-hmm.
But no, the Impact is a good machine.
Yeah, I see a lot of people have success with it.
Heavier than the Deus.
Oh, it is?
Oh, yeah. You're not going to beat the Deus in weight.
Wow.
Deus is by far the lightest machine you'll ever swing. It feels like a broomstick.
Wow.
That's why I bought it, for open fields and woods hunting when you can't drag a big, heavy coil on the surface.
Gotcha. Yeah, I see a lot of people have a lot of success with that Nota Impact this year. They said the separation is awesome with it.
Yeah. Have I ever found a place that's totally hunted out? Yes, we've hunted places all the time and we didn't find anything. Has somebody found something there before us? We'll never know.
Mm-hmm. For sure. I don't know if I can make it down to North Carolina. It's pretty far. Metal detectors only get heavy when you're not digging targets. That's what Trooper Bryce says. Metal detectors only get the heavy when you're not digging any targets.
That is damn true. That is damn true. We talk about that all the time. Like, I need to dig a hole because my arm hurts from swinging.
Please give me a tone, anything right now.
Yes.
Cool. Well, does anybody else have a quick question for Kurt? Go ahead, pop it up there.
From the MindLab Equinox. It looks like a nice machine. I'm not a huge fan of MindLab because I feel like their products in the past have been way overpriced. But the Equinox is a damn good price for what they say it is. Will it outperform other machines? I'm sure we'll find out when people start swinging them.
Yep.
Do you ever anything you find? I don't know what that means.
Hey, I don't have a clue. Sorry, bud. Can you only have one detector? What's it? Oh, if you can only have one detector, what would it be?
Right now, the AT Max just fits my personality.
Nice. So, what impresses you the most about it, the Max?
Like I said, I mean, it just fits me. Like, everybody has their favorite flavor of ice cream. That flavor is just mine.
Awesome.
If the Deus, like, my biggest beef with the Deus is the sounds. I'm not a fan of the sounds of the Deus, and it's a very whiny machine. It can get like thrown off course so simple and just be ear like. I've wanted to just throw it a few times when it just gets crazy chatty, and if the Deus sounded like the AT Pro and operated the same way, it would be the best machine out there in my books. And if it was waterproof, but you can't have wireless and waterproof at the same time.
Mm. Hey, do you think people who have the AT Pro and the AT Gold should upgrade to the AT Max, or?
That's a personal decision.
Yeah.
I mean, I cannot say you're going to find better stuff. I mean, you should find better sites. I mean, are you going to? I've been to places where I've hunted out before and still find stuff. It's because I swung over them a certain angle. Who knows?
Yeah, and the ground moves.
It has more depth? Absolutely, I think it has more depth.
Awesome.
What's my favorite thing to find, coppers or relics? Relics are more meaningful, but coppers are so much fun.
People are wondering what video editor do you use, too?
I use Cyberlink Power Director 17 now, 15.
Oh, wow, that's the
Power
same.
Director 15.
I just started using Power Director this summer. Boy, what a difference in my videos.
Yeah.
I just upgraded to the bundle, and I was able to put in a code and get rid of the watermark, so that was kind of nice. Thanks to Shanissa. Appreciate it, bud.
Sorry, I was talking to the wife.
No problem. We're just here and have some fun and let people have a chance to chat with you live. I mean, this is awesome. I just never had the chance.
Nice, Bob.
Yeah, someone said Bobby Buttons was going to bed. I think it was Josh. Kurt, as you saw, swing the Deus anymore for a reason.
We go to libraries and master. I've never actually been to the library for research. My favorite tool is old maps. There's plenty of old maps online that I can use. And
yeah, one of my favorite ones is historicaerials.com. You can find the old maps from the early 1900s.
Yeah, historic aerials I've used a million different times. There's some other ones too, like historic map. Historic map works. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, I just saw Jim Diamond somewhere. Jim Diamond was Brass best man.
What's the best place to use all metal mode on the Max? Somewhere that there's not a lot of targets, or somewhere you know that there's deep targets. Or in long grass. I've been using it a lot when I hit a patch of long grass because I know it's my deepest mode, just to locate a target, and then I'll put it in a discriminative mode and actually work my my way through the grass and actually figure out what the target might be. Or sometimes on a really deep target in discriminate mode, I'll flip it into all metal mode and see if my VDI numbers either stable out or jump into the iron range, like see how they jump consistently. And I'll check these targets with the all metal mode.
Hey, little Dixie Diggins.
The only way to know what it is for sure is to dig it up. Always leave your eyes before any machine.
Dig it all.
Absolutely.
Hey, little Dixie Diggins wondering, did anybody play a prank on you at the CWPPO this year?
No, we put a lot of, there wasn't a whole lot of pranks this year. I mean, there were some people that were putting some stickers on people at different times. Our buddy Sam, Frank Hart, brought his really spicy jerky.
Ooh.
And he had people waiting. I mean, it's unbearably spicy jerky, and I had a blowout the next day. But hey,
ouch!
It's literally called ASS Blaster because it definitely does that to you.
Wow, what was it? Ghost pepper in there or something?
He had I think 5 or 6 different what do they call it? The Carolina Reapers.
Oh, ouch!
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do that stuff no more.
It was actually really tasty. There was a video somewhere of me eating it. I didn't have a whole lot of expression, so they were disappointed with me.
Oh. Wow, didn't break out in sweat or nothing?
I mean, it was dark. I'm sure I was sweating.
Sit on an ice cube. Too funny.
Sit on an ice cube.
Boy, his face was red. I seen I didn't see them on tonight. Crown not metal detecting. But yeah, there was a lot of people that went there to CWPPO, huh? A lot of YouTubers.
It's always a good time.
I've probably seen out of just the Chrononauts video, probably at least 5 or 6 YouTubers there that I recognized.
Yeah.
Ever dig with a Garrett ATX?
Never have. I would love to get my hands on one. I would love to learn. I've never used a false induction machine.
I see a lot of people use those for finding gold.
Yeah. There's not a whole lot of gold fields where we live, but there are. Civil War site. ETF definitely comes. Or even at the beach machine, false induction is going to be your best bet.
Oh, really?
It's going to be your deepest, way of hunting.
Nice. Yeah, you seem to have a lot of knowledge on all different kinds of detectors and what they can do and everything. I'm still trying to learn all this stuff.
There's a lot to be learned. I mean, we all need to pick up different things every day. Only to get better.
I'm sure as technology gets better, we're all going to be learning stuff in the future anyways, too.
Absolutely.
Dumpsite Digger wants to know, how do you get invited to DIV? Do you need a sponsor or do you get invited or?
I've never been to DIV. Digging in Virginia, you actually have to sign up for, and it's like a lottery system. You actually get to govern that. It's a paid hunt, but they find some great sites from what I've seen.
Nice.
But I've never been to one. What is the CWP? It's the Civil War Preservation Project of Ohio. Sam Waters puts it on, and she finds a site that Morgan's Raiders went through in Ohio. She follows around Morgan's Raiders, and she finds a historical site where they either fought or had a scrimmage or camped or whatever, and we find whatever we can find and donate it to the local, either historical society or the property owner. It's all a dig and donate event.
Nice. Neil's wondering, what do you think is the best beginner machine for somebody?
Anything you can get your hands on, anything to get started, it really doesn't matter. Uh, I mean, my honest opinion is Garrett's very easy to learn.
Have you used any of the Aces at all, or you got an Ace 400? I think.
That's another machine I got to demo last year was the Garrett Ace 400, and I did very well with it. I played with it in my backyard, learned it, as much as I could, and then went and did a door knock at a 1903 house and put out a bunch of Indian head pennies and
Nice.
Arbor dime and some other stuff. And like I said, just got to find a good site.
Yeah.
Dig.
Well, it helps if you have a good machine too.
Yeah, I mean, I was hitting some decent targets, 7 inches.
Yeah, my nephew's looking for one for Christmas. I told my sister to start off with like the Ace 3 or 400 maybe, or 350, 450, 250, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the other thing. Like, how many beginner type machines get recycled, like through eBay and Craigslist?
Oh yeah.
Because people get better machines. I mean, you can get some great deals out there.
Oh yeah.
I mean, people find machines for $50, like decent machines.
Yeah, you just got to hit it right, and I see them on YouTube and Craigslist both. Yeah, sometimes you find them cheap, sometimes not so cheap, but if you hit it right, you can really get a good deal.
Absolutely. Like I said, the best machine is the one that's in front of you. Anything will get you started.
I hear, someone asked about the MindLab Equinox again. Is it coming out soon? I heard a few people talk about it, but I'm not sure when it's coming out.
I don't know much about it. I just know they finally started talking about it. Right. Who knows when it'll actually come out? I mean, how long did it take the Garrett AT Max to come out? It took a long time from when they actually...
Yeah, when they started showing the videos.
Out for actually coming out.
That was like 6 to 8 months or something like that, I want to say.
Yeah, well, we had a lot to do with that because the machines that we tested in the spring did not have volume control. And
that's right.
When we first saw Steve Moore, like he jumped in my truck with a couple of the other guys, and we were driving up the road, and I was like, why is there not volume control on this machine? Like, every machine has volume control. Like, this machine should have volume control. It did, it just blew my mind that it didn't. And it was one of the things that I pushed for personally, and they listened. We also wanted it to have more frequency shifts because it's single frequency. It's 13.6 kilohertz or something. Mm-hmm. But you can, do the little minor shift between 4 frequencies, just like the Pro and the Gold. But it's like the first time we all turned on like 8 machines, it was mayhem. It's like it needs to have 8 frequencies.
Wow.
But they stuck with the 4, and it would be nice because like when all 5 of us together with 5 of them, it'd be nice to have like different frequencies. But there's 4, so whenever we get next to somebody, we got to change frequency.
Yeah.
Which is not hard, but it's just like there should be more.
Right. Yeah, Trooper Brian saying that deaf people can hear the run of the AT series and can hear it. Yeah, I wish the Pro and the Gold had volume controls too.
The Gold is so incredibly loud.
Oh, I couldn't believe it when I started up with it this year. I thought my Pro was loud, but man, that Gold is really loud.
That thing, because it's like, it's got such a crisp sound. It just echoes.
Very strong.
Yeah. Like, I'll be on a farm field 400 yards away from the house, and I'll hear it bouncing off the house. It's just like, Jesus. Last thing I want to do is piss off somebody out of there.
Yeah, so Garrett, if you're listening, you should really put in some...
Who is your least favorite Hoover boy? That's an easy question, Bill.
Really? I wouldn't think that.
They have a love-hate relationship.
Well, you guys work together too, don't you?
No.
Oh, you don't? Oh, I thought you did for some reason.
Yeah, Bill's a volunteer firefighter. He works for the toll authority, running emergency tow trucks for the interstate.
Gotcha.
Why does Bob hate riding with Bill? Ask Bob. Is Bob still up? No, he went to bed or something, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he said he did. Yeah, I remember the video where you left him behind and he had to ride with Bill. Bob wasn't too happy.
It's just part of their love-hate relationship, because one time they left my house and Bill took the long way home.
Oh.
And that's where it stems from.
Yeah, there's nothing worth it after a long day hunt is a long ride home.
Yeah. Oh no, there's Bobby still up. Bob never goes to bed.
Bob never goes to bed.
What else do you watch on YouTube? I don't get to watch on YouTube as much as I used to. I still watch the Stealth Diggers every week. I watch Zach Bird Adventure Hour. I watch Jocelyn's videos. Yeah, it all depends on when I'm online and when I get the free time to actually watch them.
Yeah.
I watch Super Bry.
Yep.
I watch, a lot of the friends that I've made.
Yeah, this has been great with between the hobby of metal detecting and YouTube to get the word out there of the stuff you find. This really brought the hobby together,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Zach Bird's very creative with his videos.
Yeah, he's
a good dude too.
Good editing. Yeah, I like his videos. There's just so many of them out there now. It's crazy.
Yeah, there are.
Oh, I want to mention something too, real quick, to everybody out there. That I know when people leave me a comment, I'm not going to click love your comment and reply. I'm either going to do one or the other. That way, you guys will only get half the emails. I spend half the day deleting emails. And usually it's the love one, and then you get the reply one as well. So I'm only going to do one of those from now on, just to let people know. What else do I have here? Copper rounds, get to. I want to say a quick sorry to Tony the other night, because after 45 minutes our connection got bad and I lost him. So I want to call him up again one of these nights and get him back on.
Nice, Al.
Do you watch Bill Ladd's videos at all?
No time for that.
Service first responder. Did you ever pay a bill? Only for Bob. I don't know what these are, questions or just people talking back and forth now. But all right, Kirk. We've been on for how long now? Oh, a little over 2 hours. Holy cow!
Yeah, long enough.
Time flies. But I want to thank you for calling in, brother. I do appreciate it. And
My pleasure.
I want to thank you for giving a shout out and making this fun for a lot of people tonight. I think a lot of them had fun asking you questions and getting to know you a little better and finding out where you came from and what you guys are doing now. It's awesome, being able to hear this firsthand from you.
Yeah, it's fun. I enjoy talking about anything with that.
Yes, it's nice sharing the things with this hobby. If you're ever interested in doing this again, just let me know, and I'd love to have you on again in the future.
Absolutely.
And like I said, if anybody else in your crew might be interested, just let me know. I would love to have, or if you can conference call with somebody. Like I had Justin conference call with Johnny, and then they both called me. I was able to talk all three of them at the same time. If you wanted.
That would be fun.
I think if we could get Bobby on here with you, I think it'll be a lot of fun, or anybody really.
Absolutely, it would.
Oh, awesome. Okay, I'll keep in touch with you on that. Maybe we can do something before the holiday season or something.
Sounds good to me.
All right, bud. I do appreciate you calling in. Go spend some time with the wife. I know she just got home. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. And Kurt, anything else you want to throw out there real quick? Any giveaways or shout outs you want to do real quick?
No, I just want to thank everybody out there for supporting us and following us and watching us have fun, because that's all it is, just having us having a good time.
Well, that's why I think why
And every one of you.
your channel's doing so good is because it looks like you guys are having fun and people love to watch that. The way you guys interact with each other and just keep up the good work, man. Your editing skills are awesome and your guys' karma is just wonderful to watch.
I do appreciate it.
We appreciate it too. All right, buddy, you have yourself a good weekend, all right?
You too. Everybody out there, remember to clean up the ground, dig it all, and take your trash with you.
And don't forget,
It's all matter.
and eat your lunch.
And eat your lunch.
All right, buddy. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.
All right, brother. Take it easy.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys, that was so awesome. I can't believe that Kurt was able to do this tonight. It really made my day. I want to thank everybody who subscribed to me today, just to be able to tune in tonight and watch it with Kurt. That was very kind. I hope everyone had fun. I know I couldn't get to everybody's questions. Oh yeah, hey, let's do that right now, Brian. Since you mentioned that, I did get your shirt. I was going to do it a little earlier tonight, but I can do it right now. Let's do a mail call real quick. I got a package from Brian. You're digging at metal detecting. Let's see. I ordered a new shirt from him. I got one already. It was too small, so I gave it to my daughter. I just wanted to hurry up and get his stickers so I could put them on my car. So let me open this real quick. Let's see what he got here. Supposed to have a 3X large shirt. All right. Brian as well was just in the local paper, like I was for my ring return. I have to check this out. All right, Brian. Thanks for this clip. I actually paused it in your video so I could read it, but thanks, I get to read it again now. All right, there's my stickers. You're digging at metal detecting. I put those on my new Ranger Predator shovel as well, and had some incredible luck at that farm this year. And there it is. Got my new gray one. And Brian, I like the new blue color you got too. That was pretty awesome. So, all right, I'm collecting a lot of T-shirts now. I think all my T-shirts have something to do with metal detecting on them. Ventures in Dirt. Hey, DK, thanks for everything tonight. And the Paul, Triton's Treasures, my two monitors. Oh, there's DK. I never even made you a monitor tonight, buddy. Sorry, I was looking for you earlier, and then I got carried away. Sorry, man. All right. Anybody else have any quick questions real quick? Good night, Jim Diamond, wherever you are. Yeah, I was hoping Jim Diamond would show up. I had a little something I wanted to show him real quick. But Liz Digging Canuck, like I said, I'll get your package out tomorrow. And Cheryl Bossman, I'll get your prize out tomorrow. And those other two people that won my, I got their names written down, these two things tonight. Send me, go on my channel under the About tab and click the Send Message button. And then send me your addresses or wherever you want me to send these to. And I'll get these out to you this week. Alrighty? Alright. Well, thanks. I'm glad everyone thinks it was a great show. It was a lot of fun talking to Kurt live. I mean, you know, like I said, being able to read his comments and chit-chat back and forth between emails and texts and whatever, just talking to the live is so much different. Really fun. Like I said, I hope a few more people start doing this fall and winter, doing these live streams so people can get on and chat live. I think people are enjoying the interaction real time. I see so many different conversations going on tonight. I couldn't keep track of them all. Mike, if you want to give away a token to someone, that would be fine with me. Oh, I gave away 2 of them already. My last 2 I had. Sorry, Cheryl. I did one earlier and then one about an hour ago. And I'm all out. I got to order some more. I've been handing them out like crazy. I think I handed out over 100 of them in the last 2 months. But I'm only going to get about 20 more and just keep them from... I was going to tell myself I was going to cut down on my giveaways for the rest of the year and wait till next year to do some more. But I do have to get some more of those copper rounds to hand out when I go. You'll get a bucket. Thanks, Brian. I hope I get another bucket lister now. That'd be cool. Hey, NB Metal Detecting. How's it going? Appreciate you showing up tonight too, bud. Hope you had a good time. Was able to chat with some people. That's okay, Cheryl. You can't catch all of them. What's up, Brian? Hey, DK. Sorry, bud. I don't know why I didn't see your logo earlier. I don't know if you were on at the same time or if I just got busy and Kurt called right away. And then I just lost my total train of thought, what I was doing, and Started chatting with him. That was so awesome. Wow, I still have 121 people watching. What are you guys watching me for? Kurt already got off the phone. Hey, thanks for those people. Silver in the Hole just subscribed to me. I appreciate that. How many subs did Kurt bring you? Let's see. I think I had like 245 this morning. I have no idea what I'm at right now. But I think before I went on the air, I had at least, I don't know, 60 to 80 more subscribers. But I wasn't trying to do that for that. I was just trying to get some of the bigger channels on with me, like Jason Quarter Hoarder, Hilux Yoda, and now I just had Kurt from the Hoover Boys. I also had Adventures in Dirt DK. I had 5280 Adventures, Tony. I had Paul from Triton's Treasures, Johnny U Adventures, and Justin on. I know I'm forgetting somebody. Who else did I have on so far? I don't know. I gotta start keeping better notes. But this has been so much fun, you know. Ever since I get that wedding ring back, going on this live stuff. I think it's just because it's neat interacting with you guys live. Hope to get a few more. I do have a few more people that said they might do it. I just heard back from Dig That Beep. He said to keep him in mind. He'd be interested in doing it sometime this fall, probably before the holidays. He's got a lot going on right now. Also, Mental Metal said that he might be interested in doing it sometime this fall. And if anybody else out there might be interested in giving me a call one night and going live on the stream and talking, just send me a private message and I'll get in contact with you. Or leave a message on this video and I'll try and get back to all of them as soon as I can. I don't know how many I'm going to have when I stop the string, but let's see real quick. I also want to give another quick shout out to Keto. I think Kurt called it KETO. It's a weight loss, I don't know if it's a program or something that he's doing, but Kurt already lost 60 pounds on it. I'm going to check it out online and see if I can find some information on it and see if it helps me a little more. Well, so I want to give a quick shout out to Shanisha from Sadizic for that coin flip he made for me for my new intro. It's the cat's meow. It's the best part of my intro. I want to thank again Jacob from Chaos Paddlers for making my new logo, and Josh from CT Relic Digger for helping me on the editing thing on my Power Director by Cyberlink. And Sanisha also for giving me that information about getting rid of that PowerLink icon down the bottom there, so all my future videos won't have that Power Director in there anymore. Alrighty, what else we got here? Oh, I also wanted to hope for Tony too. He's at like 450 subs. I hope he makes it to 500 soon for him. That'd be good. And first one type in, we did that. Some future call-ins, yep, that'd be cool. So if you guys want to check out a little bit of the video, I know that Chrononaut Metal Detecting put up a video from the CW PPO, Civil War, or I forget what the rest of it is. But they showed them with some of the other YouTubers out there, like Kirk and the Hoover Boys, and a few of the other ones. I can't remember offhand. But check that video out if you want. And I think that came up a couple days ago. Let's see. Like I said, I'm not going to reply with love comments and replies anymore. I'm just going to do one or the other, just to cut down on some of your people's emails for you, so you're not deleting twice as many emails. I think it'll save a lot of time. And help some people out too. So spread the word about that. What else? Time detecting emails. Do you do too? No, do you know? I think that was it. So if you guys don't mind, spend a couple hours. I'm going to log off now. About 2 hours and 20 minutes. Hope everyone had fun. Can't believe there's still 121 people watching. Holy cow. What's today? Friday night? Oh yeah, Rural Recover Relics. Oh, dude, that was your best video. Rural Recoverist. Let me try that again. Rural Relic Recoverist. He had a video where he found a 1916 D Mercury dime, I believe it was. It was awesome. He's got a good channel too. Go on over and check him out. Rural Relic Recoverist. He's got some good videos out. What else? I want to thank Paul from Triton's Treasures for being the moderator tonight, and Joe Keeney. Sorry, DK, I got tied up and I couldn't find your icon when I first logged on to make you one. Let me see if I can make you one now, just for a haha. Can I make you a moderator still? Oh, I guess I can. Sorry, bud. Adventures in Dirt is now a moderator for your channel. Oh, man, I don't know what was the total number of people we had on at one time. Oh, it's not 121 now. We're down to 37. I think I saw like 137 was the top number that we had on watching at one time. Hey, Joe, fist bump to you too. Thank you. No problem, Paul. Thank you. Now. Oh, did I just disconnect? No, we're good. That was funny. Thanks for hosting, Mike Lyman. Have a good night. Bob MC. Thank you, sir. Bob MC. Appreciate it. Let's go Yankees, Brian. Jim Diamond is his guest. Jim Diamond is whose guest this week? Jason's? That's going to be fun. Titans 53. Well, these numbers are for. Quarter Hoarder has a live show. Yes, he does. I love catching him. It's funny. I got Jason to be. I think Jason was my first call-in. That was cool. It was nice to see him. That was a long night too. I think we were on for a couple hours. And it's funny. You say you're only gonna be on for 30 minutes, and the next thing you know, it's 2 hours have gone by. But all right, guys. I'm gonna head it out here. Oh my God! It's almost 10 o'clock now. How many subs did Kurt bring in? We saw all that. Let's get down. Oh, wow, I'm way up behind here. Sorry, guys, if I missed your comments tonight. Sorry if I missed your questions. It was a lot to do. I was trying to pay attention to Kurt as much as I could. Cool chat. Would like to do a call-in. Doug Money Detecting. Yeah, send me a private message with a text number or an email or something I can. I don't want to use YouTube because sometimes they're mail. I'm having trouble with it. I'm getting a lot of permanent error coming back from my replies that I'm doing to people, and I don't know which people are giving me those errors. So if you have emails turned off or replies, did a great job. I was nervous for you tonight. Dude, I was so nervous before he called and before I had to go live. The last half hour, I was just trying to get my daughter dressed and ready for bed and get her dinner. Play with her a little bit before outside Frisbee, and then all of a sudden the nerves came. But yeah, I had a lot of fun tonight. This was awesome. Hey, Jim, Dump Site Digger. Hey, thanks, buddy. Yeah, it's I don't know. It's been getting easier. I was a little nervous at first, but Kurt made me feel real comfortable. He's really down to earth. He's one of the good ambassadors that are out there for our hobby. You know, along with Jason and all those big wigs, Hilux Yoda. Just everybody in general that I've met so far have been nothing but positive reinforcements, and more than willing to come on and talk. And it's great for you guys. That's one of the main reasons I did this, just so you guys would have a chance to talk to some of these people or type them in questions anyways. Well, I think if a few other people start doing this and having some call-ins, I think it'll be fun. I know I only had the one phone number. I guess I have to get a second one. I can't use my cell phone because I'm using that for my broadcasting camera. But that way people can call up and ask questions. But I think typing in on the chat box is just as easy. Kurt Ballon on the box. I know, Paul. Kurt should have been on the AT Max box. I would love to seen him on it. Actually, the whole crew, everybody that was there digging with Garrett should have been on that box. The whole group shot, you know. That would have been awesome. Yeah, that would have been real good. Doug Money. Thank you, Terry Lynch, for subbing. Appreciate that. I didn't do this, just let people know I didn't just do it just to get subs and likes and all that stuff. I just wanted to do something for all the metal detectors out there that work so hard going out finding what you find, and just trying to have a little fun for everybody to enjoy this hobby even more. It's the community of people. You guys are just too much. I never had so much fun with a hobby before. I gotta tell you, this is one of the cheapest hobbies I ever had. Other than buying a detector, the only thing I really buy is batteries. And there's no monthly fee. There's no anything else. So it's very addictive, though. Between going out hunting, finding the good stuff, making the videos, and now doing these live streams. I don't know if you guys, my moderators out there, had any troubles tonight. Like I said, I didn't catch probably half. I only caught about half of the chat, so I hope you guys didn't have too much trouble. I hope everyone behaved themselves. This is we're only here to have a good time. We're not here to criticize anyone or talk bad about anyone. Just to let everybody know. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did. This was a It's funny because when I first thought about this, I mentioned it to Kurt. He goes, "Yeah, I might be able to do some Friday. Let me know." And then we've been chatting for the last couple of weeks, and then was it last night or this morning? He sent me the thing saying, "Yeah, I can." Oh, I think last night he said he might be able to do tonight, and then this morning he said, "Yeah, definitely." So I said, "Oh man, that's gonna be awesome." Very, very happy. So cool. Hey, you like my cool squirrel here? A buddy of mine, Rick, he has a YouTube channel called Wild Man Taxidermy. Wild Man, one word, taxidermy. He's making all kinds of stuff now. And I helped him set up his YouTube channel, got him set up there. He's got some videos uploaded now of some different taxidermy stuff he's doing and some other things. Got him to go out swinging with me one day. He found a nice old dog tag and some other stuff. And he made me the nut nibbler here. He made the metal detector itself. He got his bottle of foo-foo up there going. Hey, what did I do with my food juice? I had it here somewhere. Gotta do this one more time for you guys. Honor of the foo-foo. Gotta let it fly sometimes. Brings you good luck. But yeah, he's got his wireless headphones going, everything. He's got a little digger tool that comes out. Got his Garrett carrot. This guy's ready to go. Oh, you like my BC Rich guitar? Thanks there, Paul. Oh, you're talking about somebody else's. Dirt Devil same here. Great panhandle. Cool squirrel. Oh, cool. Hey, what we done? We've still got 30 people on board. All right. Well, guys, I'm going to call it quits. It's about 2.5 hours now. Hope everyone had a good night. Hope everyone had a lot of fun. I know I did. And I want to thank you, everyone, for tuning in, asking Kurt the questions you asked. I didn't want to be the only one, and I probably asked him too many. I should have let you guys ask more. I'm not probably going to call tonight. I'm going to go check on my daughter, and then I'm going to go to bed myself. I can barely keep my eyes open right now. I've been up since, I think, 3:30 this morning. But I'll give you guys a call, Joe and Paul, this weekend. Ruh-roh. Thanks, DK. Once again, sorry, but I don't know what happened. I missed you at the beginning. I couldn't find your icon, and then I lost track of it once Kurt called. My mind just went blank. Low and slow, the way to go. Thanks, Joe. I appreciate it. All right, you guys have fun. Enjoy your weekend. If you get a chance, go out there and do some swinging. Find something cool. I wish you the best of luck. Take care, and I'll catch you on the next live stream. All right, fist bump, everyone. Later.